What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people, and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with us. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of After Hours. I am your host, Anton Daniels, along with my girl, Brittany, Slimmy, Q, in the building. What's going on, y'all? I know I'm going to be a little bit choppy for a second, but what's going on?
You know what's going on? Cavs in 5, dog. Cavs in 5. It's a wrap. Cavs in 5. Cavs in 5. They're not gonna win. They have no
How
shooters.
confident are you in that? You want to put?
They have no shooters on Detroit. They are done. They are done. They needed the refs. They needed 19 turnovers. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. You'll see. You'll see. I ain't saying nothing else about it.
I don't know why Philadelphia wanted to let McCain go. We got 15.
Chad, Slimmy is trying to convince me that the Pistons won't win another game.
That's an insane take. Not one.
We're gonna win the next one in Detroit. We're gonna win in Cleveland. Both games. Oh, you know what? I said Detroit and Cavs in 6. Detroit gonna win that next home game, and then the Cavs will close them out. Watch.
They're gonna win 4 straight.
They don't have no shooting. Let me tell you something about the Cavs. The Cavs' problem is they converge in the middle too much when people drive. But it doesn't matter against Detroit because all they have is Duncan Robinson. And he's not fast. So it's not hard to get back out to him. If he was faster, like who was fast last series? It was a fast player that was out there against the Cavs last series. I can't think of who it was. Like RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is pretty quick. Now, I don't think he's a great shooter, but he able to get out to the line. He able to move a little bit faster. Duncan Robinson, he not fast. Now, he taller, but he's not fast. But you'll see.
Chad, Slimmy was telling me in the back that we won't win another game, bro.
No, we didn't touch that. Come on now.
You'll see. You'll see.
What will we see, Slimmy?
Detroit not like that. They not. Yeah. You had to get 35 free throws to 16? 35 free throws to 16 is a huge disparity.
That shows me that they were being aggressive.
They weren't. So it was a lot of ticky-tack fouls. Cade went to the line on threes twice on bullshit calls. Watch. You'll see. I know basketball, man. I know basketball.
Man, y'all gotta stop shooting these threes, man.
That is so funny. I think that Slimmy
Harden played horrible. Horrible.
What do you mean? He scored 7 of y'all points when y'all needed him most.
He still played a bad game. It don't matter if he had 7 turnovers.
Slimmy, you keep thinking that it's y'all. It's not y'all. It's us.
No, it's not. No, it definitely ain't y'all. It definitely no. Toronto looked better than y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm telling you, I watch basketball. Toronto caused way more problems because of the way that they hit the passing lanes. Detroit don't have that. Y'all cones. Y'all don't have nobody, no defenders on the perimeter like that. Y'all are cones. Y'all got Thompson, and that's it. That's it. Jenkins is tiny. I seen Jenkins get blown by so many times last game. He gets saved by Duren and Stewart. He gets saved by them, but he's not a good perimeter defender like that.
Okay.
You'll see. You're gonna be mad at him by the end of the series. You will see.
Yeah. Hey, Guru, have my money ready. Anybody else want to take a bet? Anybody else believe the way Slimmy believe in Cleveland? Chat, I'm taking the same bets that I was taking in previous series.
We still got our bet, don't we, for the finals?
What was the bet? Don't change it because I know where I can go back and look at it.
Yeah, that the Thunder was going that a Western Conference team was going to win.
I think it was more to it than that too. But no, I'll go check.
It was just the Western Conference team
was. It was the bet. I ain't gonna cap. That was the bet. Because we were talking about
how you said something about the Celtics or something.
We were talking about how the Spurs was gonna beat OKC. They was probably gonna come out the West. And you agreed that the Spurs would beat OKC, but you was like, they not winning. So that's how it happened.
Yeah, I'll go back and look at it. But so far I'm up about 11 grand on the chat.
Okay, so you good. You good, a little slight 500, you fine.
I'm about to be up another 2 grand on Guru. I don't think that Slimmy believes in his Cavs the way that he says that he does.
I don't gamble on sports either. So
I didn't say you gamble. I said I don't think you believe. I said I don't think you believe in them the way that you pretend like you do.
Oh, I ain't pretending to nothing. I put that when the Cavs was down 18 is when I put Cavs in 6 because I seen all the weaknesses. I saw all the weaknesses just because. No. Listen, I analyzed the game, so it's like I already saw. I'm like, hold on, Detroit can't shoot. Detroit can't shoot. If Duncan Robinson wasn't making no threes and they weren't wide open, y'all not making no shots. It'd be K and it'd be Tobias Harris making these shots like 17-foot shots, 18-foot shots.
You know what's so funny about that, Slimmy? Imagine if we was making shots. It would have been even worse than having y'all down by 18.
You can't make shots because you don't have any shooters. You said that yourself.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Slimmy doesn't believe in what Slimmy is saying, but it's okay. I like the enthusiasm. I like the enthusiasm.
I believe. How y'all telling me I don't believe? It's smoke. I'm breaking it down for you.
Like, what happened? Hey, Slimmy, what happened to Jared Allen? The 2 points and 2 points he scored.
He got in foul trouble early, and he didn't, and he never really got back in the game. I was weird as fuck. So I don't know. I was strange. But Jared Allen ain't no scorer like that. He not our scorer.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say we ready for the Knicks.
Don't look too far ahead. I'm telling you.
Knicks, where y'all at?
You look too far ahead, you end up in the rearview mirror.
Knicks, where y'all at, Knicks?
Look, don't look too far ahead. You're gonna end up in the rearview mirror. I'm just gonna tell you, just like shit.
We want the Knicks, baby. We want the Knicks.
Got to beat the Cavs first.
Oh my God. Anyways, so what's up, Brittany? What's going on, baby girl? Am I still choppy?
A little bit.
No,
Like it's like kind of pausing, but we can hear you.
Well, I'm doing a lot of uploading and downloading right now, but hopefully it'll stop in a second. So, what's up, Britt? What you do this weekend?
Not much, to be honest. I just went to eat. That was pretty much about it. I didn't do nothing major. And then so far, just been working.
Joshua, I'm taking all bets, big dog. Don't tell me about it. All you got to do is DM me. Anybody want to DM me?
You got $1.99 on the bet, nigga.
Nah, we doing it in increments of 100.
100.
Yeah, increments of 100, minimum $100 a bet. If y'all want to bet, go ahead and hit me up in my DMs. We're gonna lock that in. Shout out to everybody that paid on time. Nobody did not pay on time. Shout out to all of y'all that sent that money. Shout out to y'all. Everybody paid up. I like that. Shout out to all of the Cash Apps. Shout out to everybody that paid their money on time. I appreciate y'all. Give me some spending money over here in Brazil. All right.
How is Brazil so far?
Slimmy think that the Cavs is gonna win 4 out of the next 5.
3 for 4, 7 for 8, 3 for 4, 9 for 11, 0 for 1, 1 for 3, 2 for 2, 2 for 2. All the motherfucking free throws.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Slimmy, bro. This is gonna be hilarious.
Watch.
Slimmy think they're gonna win the next 4 out of 5. That's crazy. What's up, Kimmy?
Hey.
What's wrong with your eyes, man?
What do you mean?
Open your eyes.
I have small eyes, Lemmy Wonka.
No, it was something going on, though.
I seen an
small.
I seen an older Kimmy on the plane on the way here.
Oh, she must have been gorgeous.
She was straight. I said, "Is your name Kimmy?" Is your name Kimmy Senior?
This nigga pulling out on us early.
I'm telling you, I seen a girl that looked just like Kimmy on the plane. I said, "Oh shit!" At first, I was like, "Damn, Kimmy is going to the same place I'm going to."
To Brazil.
Pulling out the glaze for the ladies is crazy.
You don't have to hate your whole entire life.
It's not hating.
It is, and it's okay. I've come to expect that of you.
No.
What's up, Kimmy? What you been doing?
Nothing, just hanging out, doing some Cinco de Mayo.
I was like, what in the world?
Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that.
That's funny.
I wasn't expecting that.
One.
Now I know Kimmy wasn't on the plane now.
No. We've been busy.
To what?
All that damn crawfish in my timeline.
Because you could be here, but you're not.
All that crawfish in my timeline. Get that shit
Slimmy don't believe in traveling like that. Slimmy is not a fan of traveling the way that he's supposed to be.
Right, the way he's supposed to be. You said it right.
Mm-hmm.
We've been over here celebrating Cinco de Mayo with our little fest.
Slimmy was supposed to be there. Slimmy, what you doing, bro?
It's the holiday.
I wasn't supposed to be in no damn Houston. They just talking.
Why not?
Hell no. What I'm gonna do out there? It's hot as fuck.
No, it's not. It was an amazing day. Thank you.
It's too motherfucking hot.
But see, you don't travel, so you don't know better.
I was in fucking Houston. It's too hot. What you mean?
Then in what, July?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that. Yeah.
So what do you mean? What are you supposed to do? It's plenty to do.
Nah, it's too hot in Houston for me. I gotta get the ATL. It's more reasonable.
Oh,
It's
you
hot
like
here
it?
too.
Not like that. Not like Houston. No, it ain't.
Humid.
No,
Well,
it ain't.
not as bad, but it gets really hot in the summertime out here. Like really hot.
No, you gotta
Y'all
remember.
let me know when the next time we're gonna
I used to go
do.
to Tennessee as a kid, man.
Let me
I
know
ain't
when
never
we doing the Kimmy and Miss Sanchez meetup, and then with Slimmy don't believe in traveling
Oh,
the way
you
he's supposed
gotta
to.
turn the focus ring now.
I've been messing with it. I got this.
Thank you. He said he was gonna meet us in New Orleans to go eat. So.
And didn't.
Well, we ain't.
Slimmy, you didn't go to New Orleans either.
We ain't playing.
They ain't tell me no date for New Orleans. They ain't tell me the date. And they said they said they weren't sure when.
Yeah, we ain't playing the shit. But he said he'll go. I'm trying to have your back.
Yeah, you gotta turn the focus ring, Kim. Turn the focus ring, not the Zoom ring.
It doesn't have like a. I don't know how to do that. I mean, you say it too much. Nothing happened. I don't know how to do that.
Well, y'all didn't invite me, so I feel a certain type of way.
Well, Anton,
You were
we're
in
coming.
Brazil.
Right. You way in Brazil. And because we weren't invited, we had to do something to soothe our souls.
Yeah, exactly.
That girl eyes ain't even open. I ain't even open. Ooh, empty bottles everywhere.
No, none
Let me-
at all. I don't
let me
appreciate you talking about my Asian heritage.
Let me read some of the super chats, and we're gonna go
Is
ahead.
it hot in Brazil right now, Anton?
It's in it'd be the 80s.
Oh.
It's 80s. It's cool. Me University says, don't want to hear no this evening. Believe me. Shout out to Me University. Tell G says Detroit Antons versus Cleveland Slims. They'll be gone by the end of the week. we gonna make quick work of these niggas. By the end of the week, by the time I get back to Detroit, we're gonna be planning for Philly or the Knicks, bro. So we're not gonna talk about it. Joshua Sutton says, I got the Cavs in 6, Anton. Send it, nigga. Send it. JC Solution says, add me. Send it, nigga. Send it. All right. Icebreaker. I told the chat that I was gonna ask y'all this to start off the show today because we were having a conversation. Let me preface this, and then we're gonna get it. We got a lot to cover today. All right. We got to cover Stefon Diggs, not guilty. We got to cover Stephen A. Smith. We got to cover some stuff with Celina Powell. We got to cover a lot of things to go over today, all right? But I was talking to the people in the chat for whatever reason. We was talking about something. And they was like, oh, man, that's because of boxelitis or something. And it was like, somebody said, man, I need to get married so that I could be getting sex all the time in the chat. And I was like, nah, you don't want to get married just to be getting sex all the time because, like, you're going to beat her up. Like, you got to give her a rest. You can't just hump on her all day, every day, right? So then they brought up another conversation, and then when it was like, yo, they brought up boxelitis again. And so it just begged the question, how often do people think about sex? Or how often – it's a two-part question. The first part is, how often do people think about sex, male and female? How often do y'all think that the average person thinks about sex? That's the first one. The second question is, if you in a relationship or whatever, right? Married, relationship, however you frame it, what is a healthy amount per month, per week to have sex? First question is, how often do y'all think that people think about sex?
I think they think about it every hour that, like reckless people, I think they think about it every hour that they're awake. So every hour that they're awake, they're not focused.
Every hour?
Every hour that they're awake. I said reckless people. Reckless. So like people that might act on it often, lustful people. People who are efficient at their jobs, they do, they got stuff that they do. I say maybe like 4 times a day. 4 times a day. So that's like what, every 6 hours. And that's not even most people aren't awake that for a 24-hour period. So 4 times a day is, I think that's normal. But everything else depends on your sex drive, what kind of food you eating.
Just thinking about it.
What? No. The next question that you asked, how often do you have?
I got you.
Yeah, that's gonna be based on your sex drive, the foods you eat, who you dealing with. I think that's all that shit is gonna take effect in that aspect. I think it's gonna be different for every person.
I think for a woman, it depends on like our level of stress. Because I think that men will use sex as like to de-stress, and women, if we are stressed, we don't really think about it. We're thinking about like solving problems. But
women don't think about it when they stress.
No, I think we just think about other stuff. But I think that like in a low stress situation, a couple times a day, as far as like a healthy couple that's like attracted to each other and there's nothing wrong, minimum 3 times a week. Like I'm assuming like children and jobs and all that kind of stuff. So minimum.
Yeah.
I would say 2 to 3 times a week. But ovulation week, depending on her, it may be 2 times a day that entire week.
2 times what? I'm sorry, say that again.
During ovulation, it may be 2 times a day that entire week for her that she's wanting to get it in.
2 times a day, every week, all week?
All week during ovulation. We're like dogs in heat. It's really crazy.
What?
Yeah, they get really horny.
Mm-hmm.
But women gonna stay on code.
What's the code?
What is the code?
Crazy.
You said women don't think about sex during stress. That's cap. Women probably have most women probably have the most sex during stress. And that's how they make the majority of their mistakes, because they're stressed.
I mean, I guess you would know more about women than I would.
Only one woman.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, 16 times a week is pretty insane, bro.
I don't think women, and just knowing the history of women and the women that I've seen and seeing how women move, they doing the most during stress. It's cap. You're lying.
Okay.
Like, you're lying. You might be talking about yourself. You might not be functioning like that.
I've known women my whole life.
The reason why you're not making sense is because the majority of the people in impoverished situations are stressed out and they don't lack sex at all. They're not. There's no shortage of impoverished people having babies. That's why you're
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue a situation that I literally live. You're not going to tell me what women do.
No, I said that might be true for you, but the majority of impoverished people are stressed out. And there's no shortage of sex.
They're not stressed out. They're used to their situations. They're accepting of their situations, and they're used to their situations.
No, it doesn't work like that, Kim.
Okay.
Just because you think people look normal, it doesn't mean that they are.
I understand that.
They're doing these things because they're stressed out.
Okay.
They're acting impulsively. Impulses usually are a result of stress.
Again,
so they're saying, hey, the lights might get cut off.
You're not thinking things through. You're not thinking things through clearly when you're being impulsive.
Again, sex is not necessarily a stress reliever for women. Men look at it that way. We don't.
Nobody said anything about a stress reliever but you.
And so what I'm saying is, if a woman is stressed, one of the very last things she's thinking about is sex. It's just like if there's a man in the house and he's not helping with the kids, he's not helping wash the dishes and all this other kind of stuff, she's not feeling sexual. She's having a list of things run through her head that she needs to do.
Yeah, I agree. Like women, like if a bill is due and they ain't got the money to pay for the bill, the last thing they're thinking about is whose penis to hop on. They're thinking about how they're going to get some money, or you know what I mean. They're not. I see what Kimmy is saying. I see what Slimmy you're saying, but impoverished people, she's right. Like they're just used to their surroundings. They're used to their lifestyle. So every day they're not walking around thinking about stress. So yeah, they probably are laying up having kids and having sex, but they're not doing it because they're stressed. They're doing it just because that's just their life. They're used to that. But I do think that on an average, I would say people probably have sex maybe 3, sometimes maybe even 2 to 3 times a week, depending on your situation or your relationship, or maybe 4 if you're not, if you're not like super busy. But I think that people think about sex every day.
See, I think 4 is a good relationship. Like, but I think that on average, it's probably like 1 to 2, and people out here starving and angry.
I think it's hard to say, because when you think about average, you think about, overly going versus it may be a gap because of circumstances or whatever, right? And so, at some weeks it could be dry, and then the next week it could be all of that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I don't know, probably I think a healthy amount is about 3 times a week. I think that, on a regular basic, nothing out of the ordinary type week, I think about 3 times a week is pretty cool. But as far as thinking about it all day, every day, I think that the less busy you are as a guy, the more you think about it. The more time that you have on your hands, the more you just winging it, the more you just chilling, all of that type of stuff. I think that the more you start to think about stuff that, doing all of that. I don't understand thinking about it all day, every day. That's crazy to me, bro. All day, every day.
What about
no incentive? Like, there's no reason for it to just cross your mind. You just randomly just start thinking about it just because. I think that's a lack of it's just a lack of activity. It's a lot that you're just not doing all day. So
I don't mind.
I do think women think about sex like more often than men do, though. Like I would say women probably think about it more than men do.
You think so?
Yes.
You think women think about it more than men do?
Yes. Even if it's not like, I'm not saying that it has to be like you're just sitting at work all day thinking about sex. I'm saying that at some point in a day, I think women think something about sex. I think that they're thinking, whether they just had it the night before, they're thinking about sex. In my opinion, I think women think about sex every day to some degree.
So why is this narrative that guys are the ones that's just overly thinking about it all day, every day?
Because you guys probably talk about it more, or men come off more sexual. You know what I mean? Like you guys will either talk about it or present it to a woman, because typically you guys are the ones talking to women or trying to approach a woman. But that doesn't mean that women aren't thinking about it. You know what I mean? Probably more than you guys are. They're just probably a little bit.
Do y'all think that
thinks about it?
Women like to lie about
Do y'all think that we overly exaggerating how often some guys think about it? Because you can go up to a woman and talk to her. You can go up to a woman and talk to her, but that don't necessarily mean that you're thinking about sex.
Women like to lie about sex. Women want to control. Women want to control this dynamic, so they act as if sex doesn't matter to them too often, and they try and make it seem like men are more concerned with it, but men are more productive in society, so it can't be true.
But y'all will see a girl walking down the street and be like, "I'll hit that." No, you're not gonna see a dude walking down the street and say, "I'm gonna hit that." That's
irrelevant. It doesn't mean that you're acting on it.
We're not talking about acting. We're saying thinking. We didn't say.
But you have to be around. But that has to be in your visual. You're talking about visual. We're not talking about
You're
visual.
still thinking about it. It doesn't matter how.
No. You just gave an example of a woman walking down the street and a man saying something about a person that they actually see. We're talking about being productive. So that means it doesn't necessarily mean that nobody is around, but if men are more productive, then that means even when people are around, that's not on their mind. Productivity is number one in their life. So it's not true.
The male lady will come in and be like, damn, her uniform was tight. I hit that. I don't believe it.
Okay, so how often do women think about it? And I guarantee you it's more.
Men ain't sexy like that.
Wait. I'm trying to tell you, Molly, they really not. Okay.
No. Because this is women's defense mechanism, and they're wrong, and they want to lie about it. This is why I said.
Why do you keep telling women how women are?
I'm not telling you how women are. I know women lie.
Literally just said this is women
because I don't believe you. I don't have to believe you. I don't have to believe you. I don't believe you. Women lie all the time about sex.
You believe the men that are telling you about women over the women
all the time about sex. Women lie. Women are
having more sex.
Will lie about the dudes that they slept with. They won't tell the truth about the dudes that they slept with. We got a woman who right now just got praised all last week for being cheated on and lied on national TV about the man that she slept with. So don't tell me that women are going to tell the truth about sex. They won't. You don't want to. These are the facts. It's prime examples of this shit. Stop lying them up to men.
I think
men say they have sex with more women than they do.
You can't do that. You can't do that with men you can't do that with men who talk to women, who learn women, who've done this for 30, 40 years, and it's dudes that done it way before me.
You're talking to women who've been women for 30, 40 years. Who've been talking to women for 30, 40 years. Understand that we hear conversations that you will never hear.
I'll hear conversations that you will never hear either. It works both ways. What you talking about?
But I will say that
women are going to tell you the truth about the dude that they slept with an hour before she got to your house.
Women aren't even going to tell their friends.
Tell a woman, they won't tell
a man never. Most men ain't gonna be the same. Most men will not be ashamed. Most men will not be ashamed to speak on the worst woman that they ever slept with. They're not gonna be that ashamed. They're just gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, I fucked her. Women will.
Because y'all
women will. They be their first baby mama. They gotta say it.
They ain't gonna tell you they slept with Tyrone for that rent money. So these are the facts. Stop lying. That's all I'm saying.
Males draw penises on stuff when they're in like elementary school.
Pedestalize themselves all the time when it comes to sex. There are other things that women are great at, but it's not telling
us. Men, why do y'all lie on y'all dicks then? Why do men lie about sleeping with people
y'all sexualize peaches.
What?
Fruit and food.
Wait, what you talking about? We sexualize peaches. What are you talking about?
Y'all sexualize males will sexualize a fruit, a tree,
anything.
How do men sexualize
anything and make it turn into like some boobs or a butt or a vagina?
You know, women started
y'all
that.
Draw penises on stuff.
Women started that. Women started that, ma'am. So do you want to take that back? Women also started the
eggplant. Women started that shit. You're lying. Going to lead
right here on the panel. Women lying about emojis. Women lying about emojis. Women started that. No. Women started that whole thing about the peach emoji.
You gotta
you know the first woman who wrote that down in a text.
And I never saw no dudes doing that until I saw women doing that shit.
Why would you see a
women
dude
started that trend?
A dude should not be sending that to you. So of course you wouldn't have seen it from a dude.
You're not making sense. You're contradicting yourself.
You're not making sense. Why would that? Why?
No. Why? Wait. Who started it? Wait. If a dude started it and he sent the text to his homeboy like, "Damn, she had that ass," like he's gonna send a peach emoji. That's what you're saying.
How many women get random D pics in their DMs? Is that what you're saying?
No. Don't move the goalpost. Answer the question. Don't move the goalpost. Answer the question. Y'all brought it up. Answer the question.
Like I said, I think men talk more about
because you know it's not rambling. You'll be going off at the mouth as usual, and you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. So a man just sent the eggplant emoji and said, "Hey, you want to suck my eggplant?" No,
they just send the whole peen.
Huh?
They just send the whole peen.
Right.
No.
it.
And women don't send whole videos naked. What the fuck is you talking about?
They probably do, but I don't think to the extent that males do.
Since instant messenger, women been doing this shit.
But who was
So
on AIM?
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You gonna lose. You gonna lose because you lie. And every time you lie, you gotta follow it up with another lie.
I think men talk more openly about sex, but I do think women have more sex than men. So at the end of the day, women, we're supposed to be more modest. So we're not going around talking about sex openly like that. I don't think women are going, well, some do, but I don't think most women are going around talking about all the penises they've hopped on, because it wouldn't look classy for a lady to do that. They try to have some sort of decorum when it comes to that. But at the same time, I think that women lie about the men that they sleep with. That is a fact. Women will lie to their friends and say, oh, I wouldn't sleep with him, or I wouldn't do that. And then turn around, they'll say that the man is lying on them, but they really did sleep with them. Women lie all the time about sex and who they have sex with. Women have more bodies on them than they would admit to. They will never tell you their body count because they don't want to let you know that they've probably had more sex than you have as a man. That is a fact.
No, heck no. These men body counts be high.
But
they be having sex and say like 8 to 10 years old.
Lower, and that's why they lie.
You said women are lying about it.
Men are not getting sex, so it might be a certain type of guy that is getting sex often. But I don't think that it's most guys that are getting sex. I think more women have more sex than men do.
They said it's easier than ever now for them to get sex. I don't know, Brittany. These men are saying it's easier now than ever.
It's always been easier for us women to get sex, way more than a man. The local dude at the local CVS is not busting down chicks like that. I just don't agree with that. But the local girl working at Bojangles can get peen whenever she wants to. I just think that's a fact. I'm not even trying to do like a men versus women thing tonight, but I just do think that women are not going to admit it.
I think that probably over the last few decades, considering the freedom that women have had to be able to do what they want to do and go off to college and stuff, I think that women tend to have a little bit more sex than men. Like, even if you look at it from the lens of like threesomes or trains and all of that stuff, women have more partners enter inside of them. It's obviously there are anomalies. Like, you're gonna see guys that get a whole lot of chicks, and then you got to kind of not be busy. I think it's a few factors that go into that, right? Because guys, we got to work harder, we got to do more shit, we got to go out and conquer stuff, we got to be at work more. So we don't even have the capacity, I don't think, to even do it as much as women. Women are a lot more idle, and that don't mean that y'all not productive or that y'all don't have jobs or careers or things to do and stuff like that. But women tend to be a little bit more idle. Even the women, there's women out there that I know that they kind of get passed around from guy to guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of in a rotation, so to speak. Like, she may be with this guy or whatever, and then she'll go, she might be drunk or coming from the after hours and wind up spending the night at another guy's crib. You know what I'm saying? So guys tend to not get new box as much as women get new guys, if that makes any sense. Like, I tend to see women getting newer dudes more often than I see guys switching out their rotation. Like, once a guy kind of got whatever it is that he got going on, guys are generally creatures of habit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they got more than one woman that they're dealing with, they tend to be creatures of habit. But women, even though they may be creatures of habit, they're more impulsive. You know what I'm saying? So I could see that women have more sex and get more involved than guys do. I could see that.
So for
most
all
of my
the
friends are in relationships. I personally don't see it.
Is that what y'all are saying? For all the Wilt Chamberlains and Ray J's out there, you're saying there's female equivalents?
Nick Cannon,
I think that when you think about a Wilt Chamberlain or a Ray J, those are like anomalies. That's not normal.
You think?
There's more regular guys in the world than there are like these big names.
That's not normal.
Right. But the point is, there's also women that are, let's just say, on their levels, like in terms of fame, and they're not out here doing that. So where are the women who are boosting those numbers to meet where their numbers are?
There's women, listen, you got to think about it. There's women that do this professionally. They sleep with guys.
Men that do it professionally.
No. They're not. When you're talking about the amount of guys that just sleep with women professionally versus women that make money off of sleeping with guys professionally, even if they're not interested in the guy, that's a massive gap between men and women.
It's far more porn stars.
That's a massive gap.
And then the amateur porn stars that just like to get fucked on camera. It's far more.
They're also trafficked. We have to take that into consideration. We can't just act like these. Most of these girls, a lot of these women and girls are trafficked. It just is what it is. So I just want to use porn as an example because a lot of them have pimps. A lot of them are human trafficked. It's just, I know it's uncomfortable to hear, but
I think y'all was right about.
I don't think it's that many women sex workers. Like,
I think y'all was right about
average women.
And how they think about sex. I think that Slimmy was absolutely correct about the amount of women sleeping around versus men. Just the facts.
I agree with that.
I think it's more women that didn't have one night stands. It's way more women that didn't have one night stands than guys that have one night stands.
I don't believe that either.
I actually.
Well, the men are inflating their numbers and lying.
Not every woman is doing.
Why y'all can't say we're fucking everybody and then say that we're inflating our numbers?
Y'all say y'all busting them all down.
Either we're fucking everybody or we're lying about our numbers.
I think y'all are doing both.
But if they're busting everyone down, then that means that women are having sex. They're just not admitting that they're busting down.
And I was, and this was Anton didn't say this, but I was 1,000% right when I started off saying women will lie about sex. That was my number overall.
I don't know what children have the equivalent to do with kids.
He busting them down, but it's a lot of Stefon Diggs out here.
8 nuts. 8 sexes gets 8 kids.
Men don't. What?
There's women
men majority have sex addictions. Like, why are we playing this game right now? If men lead with sex addictions.
Well, wait, hold on.
There's way more women that sleep with animals. What are we talking about?
Let's mind that out, right?
How do you know that, Slimmy?
Hold on, y'all.
Because you say that often.
Hold on, y'all.
Don't say that often.
So let's say, for example, guys have sex addictions. That don't mean that they're having sex. They may be masturbating a lot. They may watch a lot of porn. They may get it. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're sleeping with each other too.
It does, but it doesn't mean that it do not mean that men are having physical sex a lot. Just women, and let me throw this in there too.
Women are always in competition.
This is another thing that we don't talk about. Women, it's an epidemic out here. Women out here are masturbating like crazy.
Facts. All them damn toys.
Well, that's safe sex.
Now it's safe sex. Now it's safe sex.
They're not racking up a body like that.
This is a woman who's literally lying on the panel, like I said.
But it's not racking up a body.
Everything that I said right. Every which way.
Do y'all like women being sexual or no?
He's going to come up with an excuse as to why women are right.
It's not a pivot. It's just confusing. Do y'all like hypersexual women?
Literally just said
or
men
do y'all like
more.
modest women?
So then when it comes up that, well, women use more sex toys, they masturbate. Oh no, it's safe sex. But you just tried to shame men for the exact same thing. But you're not gonna hold women accountable. Exactly why I started the whole conversation off. I'm gonna always be right. Women gonna stay on code.
Always be right. That's in itself wrong. Just let the women DJ in private. How about that?
No, I think it's context. When you start to break it down, I mean, when you talk about sex workers and all of that type of stuff, and more women are getting into OnlyFans and all of that type of stuff, and the liberation of women, I think that women are overly hypersexual. I don't think that guys have changed much. We always have kind of been, except the only difference with guys is that our access to porn and stuff like that. But that doesn't translate into more sex. That just translate into us busting more nuts. Because most guys are addicted to some form of porn or something like that. But when it comes to actual physical sex, I think that women outpace men like crazy.
FYI, only
I don't see that. Like,
are on OnlyFans. 1 to 2% of women are on OnlyFans.
No. I'm not talking about just that. I'm saying that when you start to, when I say OnlyFans, I'm not even talking about OnlyFans itself. I'm talking about women selling pussy in general. I ain't talking about OnlyFans. I'm talking about when a woman is even going through some shit, she becomes available. This is the facts. Like women become more available when they become more dependent on when they got to go and survive. They become more available physically.
And that's what I was saying earlier when I said women ain't having no shortage of sex when they get stressed out. It ain't no shortage.
We get periods, we get headaches.
Irrelevant.
Sometimes we just bloated and don't feel
attractive. You get that shit 7 days a week. It's still 28 days to go. It's still 28 days to go. Stop playing.
28 and 7?
Y'all get erections with the sun.
Man, listen, man. I get it. Y'all want to keep covering up. Y'all want to cape for yourselves or other women, and it's cool. I understand that.
I don't know a lot of single women. I'm just so
I understand that. I understand it. But you can't on this conversation. You're going to lie because you're never going to tell the truth. It's not in you to tell the truth about this. You are. It's not in you to tell the truth about this. Women don't want to tell the truth about sex because they don't want to be shamed for it. They don't want to be looked at a certain type of way. Y'all women is selling pussy by the bundles. They selling it.
Who?
They selling it.
Just say the women y'all be around.
Whoever, it don't matter. They selling it to. Sometimes they ain't even selling it to the highest bidder.
Why you not around people that's married or in like long-term relationships?
We not talking
around women that's selling it by the bundles.
Man, listen. First off, I don't be around nobody like that. I don't have to be around.
That's your environment. I'm just being honest.
No, it ain't my environment. It's the bitches that are low down. They ain't got no motherfucking self-esteem, and they gotta get some fucking money, and they don't know how to do it. Don't blame that on no man. That's on them hoes. That's on them hoes.
Most women are working jobs.
That's on them. No, most women is hoes. Most women is hoes. Most women is hoes. Because you're talking crazy. You're talking crazy, but I'm only going to attack your argument. I ain't going to attack you. You're trying to do the sly shit. You're trying to throw jabs. You're trying to be passive aggressive, and it's cool because you want to cape for women. You can never just have a conversation.
I don't think that they being. Slimmy, I don't think they being passive aggressive.
No, they being passive aggressive. You don't have to agree. It's what it is.
I don't think they being passive aggressive.
They are.
It's just an icebreaker.
When you're passive aggressive is when you try to throw little shots in there and act like and hide your hand. That's passive aggressive.
No, I don't think that they throwing shots. I think that they just
so you can't tell somebody you need to change your environment because we started talking about the hoes. That's passive aggressive. I'm only calling it out. I'm just kept it moving. You want to. Like, I'm not gonna talk about that shit. We gonna keep it moving. The fact of the matter is, bitches is gonna lie about their bodies. They gonna lie about their bodies. They never gonna tell the truth that they had to sell some pussy because they had to keep the lights on. That's the problem with the conversation. Women is discounting that. Women like to discount these type of women and act like it doesn't affect the whole culture of women overall. It affects all of y'all because yes, it is, because that's how a man is going to approach you. Just because he had that bitch over there and she was willing to sleep.
All day. Why do y'all think every woman is male-centered?
Be quiet, please. You can wait till I'm done speaking. So just because a man over here, when he's talking to a woman and she able to give it up that easy, he's gonna approach the next woman the same way. That affects the way that he looks at the next woman. You are lying, and you're only caping for those women, and you making it worse.
Not every woman is male-centered. Some don't even want to be approached by a man. Did you think about that? Why do you think y'all are not that important?
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the bad behavior of women. You can deflect all you want to.
Some of us,
it's never going to change the facts.
Some women, I promise
it's never going to change the facts.
For a man to
you can
turn
run
on
from it.
Them or talk
you can hide from it, but it's the flat out truth. And it ain't all
most
women.
Most women find it annoying when y'all approach them.
It's the majority of y'all. It's the majority of y'all.
It's not.
how a man approaches a woman has absolutely nothing to do with what a woman is willing to accept. So you can say whatever you want to say. You can approach her.
No. You didn't listen to what I said, man. You didn't listen to what I said.
What you said was
he thinks women are desperate.
It affects us all.
You didn't listen to what I said.
Can you listen to what I'm saying?
If you want me to reframe it for you, I can. I can. Don't attack something that I didn't say. If you want me to reframe it for you, I can make it easier.
Slimmy, did you not say it affects all women because of the way men approach some women? Right? You did say that, right?
What I said is when women make it easy for men, it affects the way that they approach the next woman. The next woman, they're never gonna give a fuck. They don't care about. Wait. They don't listen. Listen to what I'm saying. When you lie, listen. If you understand the overall point of what I said, when you lie and you act like this shit don't exist, this is the overwhelming problem with women. Overall, that's why they have dudes looking desperate, and they approach them a certain way, and they don't give a fuck.
They're just talking about a different.
I'm not talking about the women on the panel.
I'm not talking about the women on the panel either.
Then what you talking about? Women do lie about the bodies that they have. Women do lie about selling pussy. So that's why men approach. That's why men approach women a certain way. Why are you acting like this don't? Why
do y'all think we care so bad about how y'all approach women? Y'all either going or y'all ain't. Like
you was just complaining about the way men approach women. You was just complaining about it.
But
why bring it? Why bring it up if you don't care?
If a woman is super distraught by how men is approaching other women,
why bring it up if you don't care?
I just don't understand why you think
you're gonna lose.
Slimmy, the way that a man
because you're basing all of this that women like to say is based on lies. So you're gonna lose. Everything is based on lies.
Slimmy, the way that a man approaches a woman has nothing to do with what she accepts. That's an individual woman thing. If she has any sort of self-esteem about herself, she's not going to accept the way that this man approached her just because he approached some other woman like that.
No, you're not listening. You're wrong because what you accept doesn't mean what you're wrong because you're talking about what you accept. It doesn't change the fact of how the man is going to approach you. So you're wrong. Literally illogical. Literally, you're literally basing that in illogical. Did
you hear what I said? I said it doesn't matter
that how you said it doesn't. You said
it doesn't matter, and then you said
it based on what the woman accepts.
I did not say that it affects how he
get to what the woman accepts. You can't get to what the woman accepts. You can't get to what the woman accepts because the approach is what we're talking about. You can't skip forms. You can't skip steps.
What I said was, it doesn't matter how he approaches said woman. It matters what she accepts. I never said anything about how he approaches her, like, oh, he doesn't approach her any kind of way. It doesn't matter how he approaches her.
To some it does.
It matters what
actually did you check out of this conversation or something?
Did you?
No, because I'm basing this off of a statement that was made. Men are approaching women a certain way. That's why I started talking about it.
And what I said was, it doesn't matter how he approaches her. It matters with what she accepts.
Yeah, I think that we kind of talking past each other.
No, that this is being obtuse on purpose. It's intent behind it.
No,
you can't skip past. No, I don't want you to put that cape on. I don't want to say that cape for later because you're gonna definitely have to save them. Don't save them on the icebreaker. Just leave them on the island.
I didn't even finish what I was about to say here.
Just leave them on the island. Just leave them on the island.
What do you mean? I don't think that there's a wrong perspective. I think that everybody is speaking from a different lens, right? Because remember, we answering two different questions. The first question is, how often do you think about it? The second question is, are people having as much box or getting as much box, or what really the second question was, what is a healthy amount? Then somehow it morphed into who's having more sex or not. So the conversation kind of morphed a little bit. That was the two questions. That was the original question. The first question was, how often do people think about it? And then we mined it out between men and women. And the second question was, what's a healthy amount to have? How was that caping by
iterating
exactly what the questions was? How's that caping?
Because every conversation evolves.
I said that. I said that it evolved into who's having more sex. I said that.
It's cool. I took a L.
Oh my gosh. Anything else before we get into Stefon Diggs?
It's gonna be BTA all night. All night.
It's whatever, Slimmy Wonka.
Nope. Hold the L. We're not friends right now.
Oh. We'll be friends later.
You next topic. Until y'all start that shit.
I don't think y'all ready.
Open your eyes.
Slimmy, he playing with me. That's why I don't like him.
No, I do think it's a lot of women that's having more sex than guys. It's pretty crazy. I think that once women get past a certain age, in a way, I don't think that they ever really slow down. I think a woman would have to really be intentional about saying, you know what, I'm not interested in having no sex right now. But I don't think that women ever really slow down past a certain point. I think that they just accelerate. They just modify and they accelerate.
That's why a lot of women go broke because they didn't had a lot of sex.
Who are they having sex with?
Think about this.
If they're having more sex than men, who are the women having the sex with?
Me.
It's
not. I have 10 women, and they're all old as fuck, so they're all having sex with me. That's why.
So men are having sex with the same girls.
Yeah, pretty much.
No. Women are having sex.
Women are having sex with women.
Women are having sex with the same men.
Men are not naturally monogamous.
Women are having sex with the same men. A whole bunch of groups of women are having sex with the same man. Like
one man is having sex with a whole bunch of women.
Well, that's why you're seeing these men
having
different women.
So think about that though, one body.
Think about Future, how many kids he got. Think about
like, are we doing the math?
I'm saying Future has 10 kids.
That equates to more women having sex than
multiple women.
It was a woman that I was talking to.
It's getting six different vaginas.
That's six different
women is getting
one
man.
Six women.
This dude was 30 years old. He already had 19 kids. He was 32. He had 19 kids.
Sound like he having sex with a lot of women.
So it's
like he busted 19
a bunch of different women. And
we can prove that they had sex once.
It's a real thing. He in Cleveland
times.
Yeah, but the problem
is there's a whole bunch of examples like that.
Hold on.
Women are crazy amount of examples like that.
That's the point.
The problem with that is that a guy can get he can get multiple different women pregnant. Yeah. Cardi B, for example, was having sex while she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that normal though?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I think a normal average woman who cares about the baby in her belly is not normal. That.
Okay, all right, Kimmy. Normal. Let's look at it from this lens. Why is the conversation about my body, my choice so important? Women, let me tell you something. Guys are not the ones that's popping Plan Bs. Plan Bs, birth control, all of this stuff.
The guys are nutting in them. I don't know.
But you missing what I'm saying. They taking this junk in droves. They having abortions. They taking pills. They doing all of this stuff. They popping pills like crazy, and they not doing it just to regulate their period. Don't hit me with that.
So you don't think that if men got pregnant, they would do the same thing? I think this it's an uneven. Listen, I think it's an uneven competition. And Because you can't, like, there's no
desperation
to what men would do. No, I'm
men would
serious.
probably
This is desperation.
You
took
it.
You didn't even take it to an extremity. You took it to that isn't even hypothetical because you can't even fathom something like that.
My point is,
the Netherlands.
You don't have a point.
Day, but
you don't have a point. You can't have a point when you start talking about a man being pregnant. That's desperation. You're introducing something that's extremely desperate. Men
can get pregnant. They would have more abortions.
Y'all just be. I told y'all just trying to be obtuse for no reason.
Nobody can hear anybody, y'all, because we both talking at the same time. Go ahead.
This is insane, man.
No, I'm thinking if we were doing apples to apples, if we were saying this many women get pregnant and they abort them, this many men got pregnant and they aborted it, then we could talk. But we can't say that. We can't give those kind of examples because men can't get pregnant.
Yeah, but Kimmy, you know what the problem with that is that men can't get women pregnant, right? So we do have the evidence of what that looked like. When we then cite a guy and we say, well, this guy got this many kids or this guy got this popping off, that's the evidence, right? That's part of the evidence.
Because he doesn't care because he's not going to have to deal with it. At the end of the day, he could just walk away.
But we still
at the end of the day, you can close your legs.
But we still got the evidence, is what I'm saying.
Ain't nothing else you could say.
What I said was they should.
It's over.
Birth rates are declining, so
it's
over. They are.
Yeah, because women are aborting children.
No,
women are aborting children. No. Women are aborting children. These are the facts.
They've been aborting children.
They don't want to be accountable. Women, the whole conversation is about women being accountable for having sex, and they don't want to be. Y'all don't. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Women don't want to be accountable for having sex. You don't want to be accountable in the ways that you can't, like that y'all getting abortions at the rate that y'all are. Like, that's crazy. You don't want to stop sleeping around. You don't want to stop sleeping around.
Which means that they would have them if they could, right?
Exactly. They pay for them.
You want to blame it on the man that you chose to sleep with, that you chose to open your legs to. That's crazy. Like, men are going to
get abortions too. So
men are going to always be held accountable for their bad decisions because the courts are going to hold them accountable. The government going to hold them accountable. That's straight up. They're going to hold you accountable. Why somebody got to hold them accountable? They're going to hold you accountable in child support court. All of that shit. Men are going to be held accountable. Women escape accountability, even in this conversation. That's what y'all doing.
No, it just means that y'all are the most irresponsible. It is. I think
no. Women are the most irresponsible.
At
men
the end
cannot
of the
abort
day,
children.
Women will win.
If we start getting into the numbers of abortion, that has nothing to do with men. That's all women. That's all women. Men have nothing to do with that. Men have nothing to do with that. Women choose to have abortions. Abortion clinics are made on the backs of women. Why are y'all running from this shit?
I do believe it helps.
You can't even fight it.
Sometimes abortions are needed.
It helps some women out too, so the men don't delete them for having the babies.
Man, stop. You still a
we got to move on.
Just move on, man. Yeah, just move on. Read the super chats. This is the most desperate conversation I think we ever had up here. It's sick. It's demented. It's disgusting.
Anton, can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Lex.
I was just gonna say that there's things that is being used to describe extreme cases like baby daddy statistics and sex work, and the same few hypervisible people to describe average women, and that's not how sound reasoning works. So access to sex is not the same as volume, and visibility ain't the same as the majority. So a small group of highly sexually active people can distort what that looks like, but that still does not have proof that average women is having more sex than the average man. So once the argument leans on women lie, once the argument leans on women sell sex and random celebrity examples to stay alive, that tells me that this is more projection than proof.
Alrighty, super chats.
You know what? A lot of times I don't even rock with what Lex said, but that right there made all the sense in the world.
Only because she's saying things illogically to prove what
she said made sense.
And nothing. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This is the problem with women. This is the problem with women. You still don't want to be accountable. She still put the accountability on men because she's talking about is more projection and proof. It's definitely proof because we know that women are in charge of abortions. We know that it's my body, my choice is a real thing. It's a whole movement. And we know that little motherfucking rose was the main thing that they posted up. What was that in 2020 when they started that shit? Everybody was talking about a rose. You want to shock yourself because you can't get a man, or you don't want to find a man, or you don't want to be with a man. Whatever the reason is, we already know. We already know that rose was the most popular.
Now they closing their legs and trying to
my point.
Women got other things going on besides a man all day.
Quentin, I heard.
Right, but you're thinking about sex. So you still trying to have it. So that's why you use the rose.
What you're doing is taking reproductive outcomes and sex aid. What you're doing is taking reproductive outcomes and sex aid and pretending that they automatically prove hypersexual.
So we got to move on to the next.
And they do not.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Abortion proves that pregnancy happened, not average women are having more sex than average men. Birth control proves that people are trying to prevent pregnancy, not that women are uniquely more sexual. And the rose going viral proves that a product is trending online, not that you have some type of sweeping data on women's sex lives. Because I know I'm not out here doing shit.
Doesn't mean other women aren't.
No, like
that's not a cook.
Total
you can't cook because you can't deflect from women having abortions. That has nothing to do with men. That's all y'all decision. My body, my choice. Y'all made it a whole movement. Y'all made it a whole movement. It ain't my babies. I ain't got no motherfucking kids.
It came out your nutsack.
I ain't got no motherfucking kids. You ain't no. I told you what happened to mine. I tell you all the time what happened to it. We ain't gonna get that graphic.
You know
we
what?
Gonna get that graphic. We gonna keep it clean.
Dang.
Well, now I'm curious. What happened?
No.
You know what I mean?
No, not. We're gonna read super chats.
Hold the L.
Thank you all for joining us on After Hours.
Yeah, the women down 1,000. The women down 10,000 to 0. 10,000 to 0.
Calvin says City Boys up 2-0. Street meat ain't filet mignon.
Facts.
Jamal says she'll deny you 2 days in a row, but think you cheating if you say no. They like the control of telling you yes or no. Maury, shout out to Maury, says women are actually more freaky than men. Oh man, are they ever? They have done scientific studies on this. Slimmy is right, looking at what women read, watch, and consume. Red Clay Baby says Pastor Slim preaching a sermon. Hashtag amen. Daddy in the Caddy says, Slimmy, what's your cash app? I'm gonna bless it so you can get some tickets to Cancun or join the Cavs stress-free after they get molly-whopped by the Pistons. I agree with that wholeheartedly. That might have been the best super chat you ever sent.
$KD.
Slimmy is muted. And that's
Cavs and 6. Cavs and 6. Do you believe? Cavs and 6.
Jamal says Dolphin and Slim is on a 10-0 run. Kai says, apologies to the women on the panel for the men talking over your perspectives on your own desires. Your comfort, preferences, and boundaries deserve respect, not debates, interruptions, or ego.
Then they gotta stop talking when other people is talking. I wouldn't have cut nobody off if they didn't cut me off.
Vaughn 1994 says, as soon as a woman gets her first heartbreak, streets. Brian Rock says, shout out to the R9 short bus from Northern California. Daddy in the Caddy says, I see Kim got the candy yams on deck.
See? Sexual.
Kai says,
the motherfucker send it. Wait. What do you? All the compliments they give y'all.
That's like a girl said, here's my boobs. Don't sexualize them. Nigga, what?
You didn't have to say it.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. What we not going to do is we not going to boob shame. All right.
Ladies, come in your turtleneck Thursday.
That's not what we going to do.
Turtleneck Thursday.
Let me go get my scarf.
No, chill out. Relax. Kai says men are more impulsive in regards to sex. A woman's presence brings balance, softness, and peace that can calm the sexual chaos we carry. Your energy matters more than you know. Shout out to Kais. Abigail says, ladies, ladies, ladies. He knows more about us. Just face it. He-Man Woman Hater Club. Tell G said, Slimmy.
No. You send inflammatory shit, you get
That's
flamed.
not inflammatory, Slimmy.
It is.
Tell G says if
you can't insinuate shit like that if you don't want no ass beating.
If Cleveland battled like Slim just did, they would have won tonight. Jamal says, careful, ladies. Cavaliers lost. Slim is going to be on 10 tonight.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Kai says, ladies,
cool
never feel ashamed of your desires. Your body is yours. Your pleasure matters. And nobody should guilt you for embracing your sexuality. You deserve freedom, respect, and fulfillment. Kais, nice. Morpheus HD says there's a small percentage of men digging out the majority of the women. The bottom 80% of men don't even have options like that. Molly and Kim are so ignorant to reality. All right. Me University says there are two sets of rules, is what Kim said. Drink gems. Only Just Commentary says, to summarize this discussion, it comes down to sexual marketplace value. Kevin Samuels illuminated this fact. When a man becomes successful, the world values and embraces him in a way that a woman can never experience. Great show. Thank you, Big Dog. The Equalizer says there's no man that has ever had sex with 100 women in a day, but a woman has. So even when you speaking on anomalies, women outsex men.
That ain't what Ray J said.
J Pitt City says
the number is actually 1,000.
He said he said he knows women that have 43 bodies in a year. That's 123 niggas a day.
Mark Lamont said,
that's what he said. Y'all brought it up, not me.
Said men can get pregnant, and I stopped listening to him. 1080 Kendall says they had a few studies that came out a few years back. Men 18 through 30 virgins has 3 times, while women virgins stay relatively the same. The Equalizer 33 says birth rates are declining because women spend $300 million annually on contraception. Molly. Ramsey says, Slimmy, you too emotional when stating your points. Be more stoic when delivering your points. No need to scream.
Slimmy
Fuck you.
South Atlanta Jerry says, what up, Slimmy? What up, panel? Love y'all. I agree with Anton. I knew so many women, nymphos, and nymphos. We're gonna spell that a little differently in college. I know what you meant. I was like, wow. Slant says, Car says Slimmy is on fire. PD Pure says channel support Slimmy on the hibachi grill handing out plates, baby. Thank you. Hey, thank you, big dog. Maury says 30% of Gen Z was aborted, by the way. Men didn't do that. Ramsey says, are y'all not tired of the gender war? I'm not. I like the war.
I absolutely am.
I'm not. No touch grass. The dating world isn't that bad unless you always live online. See, the thing about what y'all don't understand is that it don't have to be a war. It could be a conversation. It could be enlightenment. It could be a lot of things. It don't have to be a war. I don't know why people feel like it's got to be a war.
Because
it's only a war.
And you got people that can randomly say anything and throw it on the wall and then not be correct and then not be checked.
Well, it's only a war.
Sounds like. Thanks, Lemmy.
I stopped. You done? Don't worry about it.
So anyway, it was engineered to be a war to keep us divided, but that's a whole nother conversation.
True.
I just want
it's only a war now. because
I just want to be the meat on the sandwich.
You can't hold women accountable.
The meat on the sandwich?
Yeah. In between two buns.
This nigga out of control.
Whoa. That's that black hat bag chaser energy.
Right. Where's the
Brazilian air?
It might be all them braids popping out, turning into something else.
Oh man. Oh man. What is going on? Shout out to you. Anton, I have a serious question for you. Do you genuinely believe your panel was smart? Give your assessment of each person's intelligence from 1 to 10, 10 being the smartest. Okay. I would say Brittany is a 10. I would say Q. I would say Q is a 10. I would say Molly is a 10. I would say Miss Sanchez is a 10. I would say that Kimmy is a 10. I would say Slimmy is a 10. And I would definitely say that Lex is a 10. Okay. I think that everybody is very smart. And I think that some of them they have a greater expertise depending on what we're talking about, right? So, for example, if you're talking about the law, if you're talking about culture with regard to police, if you're talking about legal situations, if you're talking about all of that type of stuff, I think that Lex is incredible. If you, start to go into the dynamics of, I'm not going to say conspiracies, but deep diving into the culture of, you already know where I'm going with this, right? The culture of what really happens behind the scenes and politics and international policy and things like that. I think that Molly is incredible. So like, I can go through the examples and illustrate different points, but my point is that I think that everybody has a specific expertise that they're great at, but what makes them unique is that they can talk about almost anything. So shout out to you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the question, big dog. Dirty Woman says the problem with this argument is the same men who want to blame women for everything also cry about wanting to be leaders, yet never want to take accountability when real leaders take accountability and don't blame shift. Shout out to my girl, Dirty Woman. I appreciate
well, that's the worst super chat you ever sent, Tanea. Take that shit back.
Disagree. Ain't no such thing as a worst super chat. Never.
There was zero accuracy. There was zero accuracy.
Me University
listen to the end of that conversation. You already know what it was.
Solomon's song warns women 3 times, don't shock that box. Tell G says Kim and I off that Henny, Thunder and 5.
I don't drink Hennessy.
Facts.
High Tolerance says salute Timmy Ton and the crew. In the clouds, but we're gonna score that last round 10-9. Slimmy is on that ass like he got off the honey packs. Y'all niggas drinking. Y'all niggas taking honey packs.
Sexual for you.
10-8.
F Jackson, it says Molly, stop saying peen. No, I like it when she said that. She said that. That junk is hilarious.
Peen.
It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday.
Equalizer says, look it up, Molly. Just don't say no. Facts are facts. Ramsey says, I think men need to shut the F up and hold themselves accountable. But women shut the F up too and take ownership. Both of y'all stop complaining.
I agree with that.
Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn your notifications.
Slimmy,
I think when you're that androgynous, you could pick a side. You got to pick a side.
Wow. So you're gonna take shots at him because he's holding everybody.
Yeah. No, I'm taking shots at him because he always takes shots at me. It's just the first time I really fired on him. He's been doing that a lot lately. It's fair.
Slimmy. There's 26 days to my birthday. Carry
on. Question, Levante Live says, question for the panel: if a dozen eggs, I'm guessing he gonna put eggs, not egg, costs $3. How much does each egg cost? He said if a dozen egg is it eggs or egg? If a dozen eggs, we're gonna say eggs. If a dozen eggs cost $3, how much does each egg cost?
Better go hire you a cost accountant, hun. This room 9.
So if he saying that he gonna take
40 cents.
Is he gonna take the 12 and divide it?
Probably so.
Is that how much he's saying? Is he gonna take the 3 and divide it by 12?
That's only.
Shout out to you, big dog. I appreciate you. Thank you for hitting us off. We appreciate y'all supporting the platform. Let's pivot for a second, y'all. I want to get y'all thoughts.
Tonight now, former New England Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs found not guilty by a Massachusetts jury on that felony charge of strangulation and a misdemeanor charge of assault and battery. Here's the moment now that verdict was read. Watch this.
On count 1, strangulation or suffocation, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
On count 2, the charge of assault and battery, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Remember, this case was brought against him by his former chef, who claimed that Diggs slapped and choked her during an argument. Diggs' attorneys say it never happened. Misty Maris has been following this one for us. This was a pretty quick trial, I think. The jury only deliberated a few hours here. Are you surprised by the verdict, or does it track what you thought, what tea leaves you read?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the verdict because Adams, the alleged victim in this case, had a really tough time on cross-examination, Hallie. This case was all about timeline. This alleged altercation happened on December 2nd. It wasn't reported until December 16th. The defense was able to effectively present witnesses that said that they did not see anything, that there was no indication that this altercation happened. They were able to use video of the alleged victim on December 9th, right in between that time, having fun on a trip in New York. Basically, they were really able to attack credibility and say that these allegations were a part of a scheme to try and elicit money, and that credibility attack really was effective.
All right, we're gonna stay there. So Stefon Diggs found not guilty after Jamila Adams or Mila Adams' testimony. What do y'all take from this whole situation? And I don't know if anybody seen the testimony and seen some of the things that they were questioning her on and all of that stuff, but in general, what is y'all take on it? And y'all can deep dive as far as y'all want to.
I think women got to start going to prison for this shit, for false accusations.
I think she just wanted money.
Anybody, not just women, anybody.
I agree with that.
I just think that this had everything to do with her just wanting him to pay her money for her business at the end of the day. She kept saying lost wages, but he paid her. And after she allegedly said that he slapped her, she bought him a birthday gift. So to me, this had everything. She kept mentioning that he said he would give her money for her business. He didn't want to anymore. So she felt like she was entitled to that. She definitely should be penalized for getting up on that stand line the way that she did. It was, I watched it and she struggled. Like, that was pretty bad.
I agree.
She definitely got up there and lied about a few things. Like when she was talking about how she got into it with another coworker. They asked her, well, what did she do for him? I don't know. Then the next minute, we couldn't go to Miami because I got into it with his assistant. Like, her credibility was trash. Like, she was nervous, constantly moving in her seat. The fake cry that she tried to get out was just terrible. Like, I think she was like Kim. She was not Kim, but Brittany said she was mad. For one, he was dealing with all these different females and you knew it. Then he got with Cardi, and then he decided after all those girls you got into with my sister, I'm kicking you to the curb and keeping them. And she couldn't handle it. I think if he would have paid her off, none of this would have ever happened.
He shouldn't have paid her off, and I'm glad that it went how it went.
I mean, to pay her through the end of her contract is what I'm saying.
He shouldn't have done that either.
But other than that, I hope he sues her for defamation. That's what I hope.
That's what needs to happen. People will stop doing that mess if they get countersued. But I think that, just based on her being an idiot, the verdict went exactly how it should have gone. I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. I don't get it. I don't understand. You can't be that stupid.
She wanted to explain her point.
Yeah, she didn't know what a bruise was. They asked her, what happened after he smacked you? Did you get bruised? Well, my definition of a bruise, girl, that don't matter. Was it a bruise? So I'm glad he got.
Because she was dancing right after it, doing her little dance. Like I think that was one of the most pointless trials ever. It was a waste. It was a waste of time for him, I'm sure. It was a waste of time to watch it. It was so dumb. She was clearly lying. And it's just like, I'm wondering, it's like being a personal chef, the new prostitution gig. Like, what's going on here? And then those text messages, she should have been embarrassed. She should, obviously, y'all were sleeping with each other.
Right, because why did you drop your prices? You said you charged $53,000 to $10,000 a week, and you was only charging him $2,000 a week.
Right.
And then why, when he's texting you, can he see your P? You telling him, like, essentially.
Because we know what this was about.
That's not a professional relationship.
Right. She got her feelings hurt because he was messing with other women, and that's all it was. So she was like, I'm taking it to court. And like Slimmy said, because of that, she needs to be penalized some way, somehow, because people need to know this is not acceptable. This is not what you do when you get your feelings hurt. This is not what you do to win. Like, if she doesn't pay monetarily, she needs to pay by sitting in the cell.
And then she talking about she was mad because she couldn't go to Art Basel in Miami on his dime with Cardi B, his girlfriend at the time, but you planning outfits with Cardi B, but you busting down her dude. Like, that's why I'm just like, her credibility was horrible. The fact that she literally got up there and tried to fake cry twice, and not one tear came down her, I was like, okay, ma'am,
Could you just give me a minute?
I don't think that's Cardi B's man. Personally, I don't think Stefon Diggs is her man. I think that's her baby daddy. I don't look at him as her man. I know that they be in pictures together, but I don't think that they're in a relationship like that.
Well, true, but what I'm saying is she was trying to go
I don't
to
think women would care because I don't think that's her man. Like, I think
the women need to care.
She's baby mama.
This girl's lack of credibility is hurting every woman who comes after her who's telling the truth. And that's why.
Oh, really?
It should. It really should. Because
really?
Nobody care about you, Slimmy.
Are you serious? See, this is why I tell y'all, being consistent should be more of a balance for y'all. This is where y'all should lay at. This is where y'all should rest, because we just had a conversation.
This is right and wrong.
We just no. Just stop talking. I just stop talking, because y'all had your chance to speak, and just listen. I just told y'all last conversation that women will lie about sex. She's literally on the stand lying about who this man means to her. And then on top of that, I told y'all women will do anything to get by on men using sex and money. She used sex and money and a fake profession. She did all of the above. I mean, like, y'all just be wrong.
She accused him of strangling her.
Y'all just be wrong. So wait a minute. Wait.
And she
No, wait. But she was lying about the relationship that she had with him.
Not sex.
No. It's not about abuse, because nothing happened. So it was more about her trying to fake. It was more about her. No, stop. It was more about her faking that she was a chef when she was really just busting it open, and she was getting paid for it.
But that wasn't the details we had at the very beginning when we reviewed this months ago.
Man, this was about her lying. I told her she was lying.
It's about her claiming she was in a headlock and all of that. Like,
to some degree,
and nobody believe that shit. Nobody up here believe that shit.
Okay, but don't change what it was about.
No.
I think the way that she was sending those text messages to him, I think
it did turn out to be that.
But that's not what they are there for.
I don't think that she really.
It doesn't matter what they're there for. This is about.
That's what you're trying to make it about, though.
In reality, she still tried to lie about why she was with the man.
No, she lied about him beating her up. She lied about him putting hands on her, which he may have. Who knows? I don't know. But she had no marks or no apparent evidence.
You are wrong.
I mean, you're just moving the goalpost.
Not moving the goalpost. because you literally just said out your own mouth. Out your own mouth.
He's being a strangulation charge, not an SA.
We're not talking about the charges. We're talking about their relationship.
You're not talking about the charges.
No. Because we already know what happened with the charges. Ain't no charges. Nothing happened. She lied about it.
Okay,
we're talking
about
we're beyond that. Ma'am. You can't tell me what points I'm gonna land. So you want to land whatever points you want.
You're changing it.
I'm not changing
right.
Nothing. We're still talking. No. This ain't about me being right. This is what actually took place. She tried to deny who he was to her. They was in a relationship. She wasn't no fucking chef. It was a man. From what I heard, it was a woman that got up on the stand and said she was cooking hot dogs. That ain't no fucking chef.
Did he beat her up? It don't matter if they slept together.
No, he
that
didn't.
Just so happened
he
to
didn't
be
do
part
nothing.
of
You can't run with a false narrative. He didn't beat her up. Nothing took place.
That's my point.
You're lying.
That's my point. You're making it about
No.
Men think about sex all day. You made it about that.
I didn't make it about anything.
When literally they're not. The trial was not about that.
Facts. I went with the facts. You can conclude that she was in a sexual relationship with this man and she got bitter because she. I believe you said that, right? Didn't you say that? That she got bitter
make it about sex. I know what the trial was about. I watched.
Wait a minute. Somebody on this panel said that she was bitter. Can you be quiet for a split second? Can you be quiet? Can you please just be quiet? Thank you. Appreciate you.
Jesus.
This is the thing. Somebody up here said that she got bitter because he was sleeping with Cardi B. Oh, that was Brittany. Okay, so I was wrong. It was Brittany. Somebody up here said that she was dealing with Cardi B and she got bitter. So this goes into her being in a relationship and trying to make it seem as if she was really his chef, and she wasn't. She was just there for some money, and she was there for some dick. It's that simple.
She started off by saying that the way that they even met was he slid in her DMs. Like he slid in her DM. That's how they met. He slid in her DMs. I'm assuming because she probably had a body on her, and said, "I want you to cook for me." So you went from talking about being professional and going and not only cooking for him but living in his house, and then you just randomly started sleeping with him, and saying that you guys knew each other for 4 years. So you're sleeping with him. You know that he has multiple women. He told her, I'm sure, probably during sex, "I will invest in your business." Whatever her business is supposed to be, he told her that "I will invest in your business." When all this stuff transpired, he probably didn't want to give her no money anymore because he's not entitled to do that. And that is why I think she's trying to take him to court. She lied on him about what took place because she's mad at the fact that he didn't want to give her any money for her business. To me, this all has to do with that. She tried to figure out a way to get back at him and shoot down his credibility by trying to say, "Oh, you slapped me and you put me in a chokehold, but I'm gonna fly to New York a few days later, and I'm gonna also buy you a birthday gift after you slapped me." Like, what? She went to his room and gave him a birthday gift. You didn't care. Even if he did slap her, let's say he did, she didn't care enough. You didn't care about him slapping you. So at the end of the day, you trying to go and file a police report, and then the officer Ellis got up there and said that when she came to the precinct to file the report, she was crying. That was like 2 weeks later. Why are you crying when you were just in New York laughing on video? You weren't crying in New York. So I don't know. She looked pathetic. And this is exactly why a lot of people don't believe women when something does take place. And there has to be a law put in place that when women get up there and lie about stuff like this, something needs to happen to them. I don't understand why that's not a thing.
I understand why it's not a thing, because then you have to prove that they lied. So then that's a whole nother thing, which is hard as fuck. That's why people ain't just out here getting charged with perjury, because it's shit's hard as fuck. You think they lied, but you can't prove that they lied.
Well, I get it, but
agreed, and it would cause more women to not come forward. But something needs to happen. I don't think that it's fair for men to take on these charges of SA and abuse and all these other things, and the woman's like, I'm just gonna go home now. Like that, I don't like that.
Come through, Q, with the analysis. I like that.
No trolling. That
I grew up this weekend.
Wait for it.
This dude like, broke. Okay, I see you.
But I'm just glad that he didn't lose anything. Because you know, sometimes when you get accused, when guys get accused of things early before the trial and all of that, they start losing endorsement deals and all that type of stuff. I don't think he lost anything prior to the trial. So that I think is kind of dope.
Got cut.
We don't know what he lost.
Yeah,
we don't know who.
Well, okay, hold on. He got cut.
Yeah.
He got cut, and then also his lawyer was saying, I could play it. Here, matter of fact, let me not. I need to go ahead.
He got cut because of that allegation?
But there could have been people looking at him for endorsements who turned their backs on him. We don't know what he lost.
I guess more so like typically we would hear about it. You know what I mean? Maybe he did, but typically they would like announce things or we would hear about the things that people lose before a trial. That's more so what I'm saying.
No.
Maybe
He got cut publicly.
Hold on, y'all.
Tonight now, former New England Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs.
Stefon Diggs, who insisted that he get his day in court so that his truth could be heard, and it was heard. No assault ever occurred, as Andrew said, both during his opening and his summation. People have to stop targeting professional athletes and trying to extract money. They have a target on their back, and it's hard enough doing what they do. And this has to stop. People should focus on real victims from domestic violence, and allegations like this do a tremendous disservice to those who are really afflicted and impacted by causes like this. And it's been an honor to represent Stefon, and I could not be more proud of him that he insisted that we see this through and that the truth be told.
After the verdict was read, he got emotional and he clutched his lawyers. How is Stefon doing right now?
It's an emotional thing to have false allegations levied at you. This has impacted him both personally and professionally. And so, yeah, he's an emotional person, but he's a person. He's a human being. And people just look at professional athletes like they don't have feelings and they don't have emotions and they don't have cares. They do, and he certainly does, and he's not shy about expressing that. So our hope is that this is now behind him, that he will get signed by a team. Any team that signs him will be lucky to have him. We are very pleased and happy that Stefon will, continue on and play football in the National Football League.
Describe the impact. You said impacted him professionally and emotionally stressful. Give us more details on that.
Well, I just think teams have been reluctant to sign him with these false charges hanging over his head. And now that he has been exonerated and his truth has been heard, and his position that this never occurred and he's been falsely accused, he's been vindicated. And I believe that a team will reach out and sign him imminently.
So there you go.
Successful men can be targeted, but sometimes they help paint the bullseye by playing reckless with their access that they give to others. So who they let around them is it's important. Why do we have to keep having these conversations?
We love the hoes.
I hear you, but a man shouldn't have to be thinking about false allegations coming left and right. Obviously he does, but again, I feel like something needs to happen to deter this, because there's no consequence at all for lying on anybody. It's just like in court saying this is what happened, and now this man, like, people are going to bring this up forever. They're not going to say, oh, and by the way, he was acquitted or whatever. They're just going to bring up this part, and this is the part that they're going to focus on, and this is the part that they're going to think about. And that's
I agree that there should be consequences for proving lies, but I'm careful with making that too broad, because not a guilty verdict by itself is not the same as proving a false allegation. The bigger point is, like, yes, reputations can be damaged forever, but I'm just saying, how far are we going to get to where we don't realize that we need to put barriers and guard, like, who we let in our space? It's sloppy standards.
Anyone
you piss off could do this.
Anybody.
Anybody. I can randomly hang out with Anton and say he touched my butt cheek and it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like, that's it, like, pause. Like, I'm just saying, like, any random could just say some dumb shit like this.
We've seen people's
wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna get your pip together.
I'm just talking about the
We're gonna put
sermon.
you on a performance improvement plan.
Man, I was just trying to prove a point.
No, but the point is, Lex, people like you.
That's a bad example, bro.
It could have been any example in the
Why
world.
you ain't use? Hold on. Why you ain't use Slimmy?
Who can you trust?
Don't use me. Don't ever use me. Don't use me.
Why you ain't use Slimmy? Why you use me?
No. Don't use me at all. Pause all this. Pause the whole convo. Don't use me at all.
I think you should balance it next time you Slimmy.
No. Don't keep me the fuck out of it. Like, because I don't. No, just keep me out. You did exactly what you wanted to do.
What could Slimmy blame you for?
Nothing.
Talking about Ron and
Black. No. Slimmy is out of it. Use someone else. I'm not available for use. Pause.
Let me be thinking toddlers is up here. No. Sit down.
No, you can't say my name and then try and throw me into some fire that I don't want to be in. I had nothing to do with it.
That's freedom of speech, Slimmy.
Yeah, it's freedom of speech.
You don't believe in censorship, right?
I'm out of here.
Why are you censoring people, Slimmy?
I'm not censoring anybody. I said just don't use me as an example.
Take it back to the conversation. I think probably the best way to prevent women from you just take away like the monetary component of it. Like send this nigga to jail. I don't think they want that. I think they want the money.
Damn.
So that would probably be the.
I don't know about that. I think that sometimes women just get bitter because, I mean, she was on him. This is a criminal trial.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. This is a straight up criminal trial, bro.
And then
like, what more y'all want from him?
I don't know, but I just saw it in the chat. Somebody said that was victim blaming, and they are correct. Lex, to say that he should have more discernment is victim blaming. That's like saying that woman shouldn't have wore that skirt because that man came after her. We're not gonna do that. This is on her.
That's not victim blaming. That's reality management. Successful people have way too much to lose than to be casual about who has access to them.
Okay, but again,
I'm not saying that she is not wrong. It's not the same. Telling a woman that she caused harm by existing in a skirt is blaming her for somebody else's misconduct. I'm just saying be careful about who you let in your space.
It's the exact same thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's just two different ways. It's just two different examples of the exact same thing. It's just different because one is actual deed that should never take. Either one shouldn't take place, but it's just a different mentality behind either or.
I'm not assigning fault. I'm just saying that men that has a lot to lose, or people in general that have a lot to lose. We prove these things time and time again that we have to be a little bit more discerned. Like, I wonder, did he even get her to sign an NDA? Like, did you put in like protection guardrails to protect yourself?
It sounds like he did.
Well, this is the thing. That this shit can happen to anybody. This shit can happen to anybody. And in all reality, an NDA can't protect you from what he actually was on trial for.
Facts.
So it doesn't matter. An NDA couldn't protect him from assault. So we already discussed this. NDA couldn't protect him. Like it couldn't protect him from assault or SA. Because this is a physical. She accused him of a physical act of assault. This had nothing to do with SA. This wasn't a sexual thing. So that could have happened no matter what. The problem is it needs to be penalties in place for false accusations. It needs to be penalties for this shit because then people would, and it's clearly in a way.
But there are penalties.
I feel like it's a money grab. No, there isn't. Nobody goes to jail for
perjury. In the prosecutors
no. Perjury is different. Perjury is different than a false accusation. I'm talking about the act. Actually, once they find out that you aren't telling the truth about the whole reason that your case is there. Once they find out that
report, that is a crime.
It's not a penalty for that. You don't go to prison.
There is a penalty for it.
You don't go to prison with a sentence There's no sentencing for false accusations. That's what I'm saying needs to happen. There needs to be sentencing, time sentence, an actual sentence, 5 to 10 years for false accusations. There is no sentencing for that. There is no penalty for that. There is no punishment. This is what needs to. No, it's not. This is what needs to take place. I'm saying it literally needs to be a new law. If you are accused, well, if you accuse somebody and you're found out to be wrong, and it is a severe case of assault or SA, you need to do hard time for that.
Not guilty doesn't mean that he didn't do it. It means that they couldn't prove it.
That's true.
Yeah, but realistically speaking, most people are going to think, okay, that means he didn't do it. The only thing left is what, a civil suit?
Well, I'm talking about the other side of it. Just because he's not guilty doesn't mean like, okay, you lied, so now we're going to come after you. We can't do that.
It's plenty of, well, okay, cool. In this case, we can't. It's plenty of other cases where we found out that the accusation was completely false and nothing happened to the person. We just found out that, what's his name? The dude from Michigan. She wasn't telling the truth.
It sets a weird precedent. It sets a weird precedent if we do this for one person. No, we can't. We can't. See, this is what's wrong with it. And this is why it'll continue. This is why it will continue to happen. This is why it will continue to happen, because it's weird. We can't do that. No, you need to, and it won't happen. It's woefully like inconvenient for the person being accused, but the truth comes out eventually. It'll be fine.
Maybe not. You'll be locked up in prison forever. Like, if you don't fear a consequence, you're prone to say and do whatever you need to do because you're mad. If there was like Slimmy just said, if there was like a 5-year minimum sentence, people might think twice about jumping up on the stand and lying about somebody. You can't, like, we can't just say, oh, well, there's perjury, but it rarely ever exists. And, you know, and maybe if it does, we'll fine you $3. Like, what is that going to do?
Illinois has falsifying police reports as a class 4 felony, 1 to 3 years in prison and fines and restitution. So I guess it depends. Talk to your alderman.
All charges, and they all have sentences.
How often do people go to prison like that from that?
That's not the point. You said there needs to be
no. What's the sentencing rate?
There needs to be sentencing, and
there needs to be
sentencing
rate.
And there's already
I'm asking. So no. If you're providing facts, what are the sentencing rate? What is the sentencing rate for falsifying police reports? For falsifying police reports and the actual. Well, hold on. I'm not talking to you. Then I'm not talking to you, sir. Then I'm not talking to you. What is the percentage of people actually going to prison for falsifying police reports and doing that hard time? What's the actual facts? What are the actual numbers behind that?
Let me Google it for you. One moment, please.
Because because we present things, but we not, we got to continue.
But we don't, though, because your assertion was that we need laws in place and then we need some sentencing, and they're already in place. But now you're flipping it to what are the percentages that it happens? That's insane. I didn't look that up.
It's not insane. It's not insane. What are we talking about?
How often does it really go?
I'm not moving the goalpost because how often do people actually go down for this?
The goalpost was that it doesn't exist.
And existence.
No. We already no. Somebody, you already said falsifying of police reports. And I'm not talking about that. So you technically moved the goalpost when you brought that up, because I said there needs to be a sentencing for actual false accusations. That's what I said. An actual false accusation should land you in prison. So you move the goalpost when you started talking about the falsification of police reports, because I'm actually talking about creating a law. I'm actually no. I'm not playing semantics. What I'm saying is there needs to be a
falsify police report before there's accusation. Like the
wait a minute. Who says that a police report?
Wait.
everything could add up in the police report, but when you actually get to testify, it could be a totally different story. What are you talking about?
That's perjury. Testifying is perjury.
So what I'm saying is, when all of this adds up, there should be okay. So what? I don't care. I'm done with you. So once all this shit adds up, I'm saying there should be an overwhelming charge of false accusations that lands you in jail for a certain amount of time. That's what I'm saying. So you move the goalpost when you start talking about other stuff that I wasn't talking about. I'm already stated this.
Everyone
already stated said it should be an actual crime once you get. You say what?
So false accusations is different than falsifying the police report. It's not the same. That's a yes or no question.
Man, dog, you got it, man. I don't know why you being so weird. I don't know. I don't understand why you being weird, dog. I literally said, I'm saying it should be a law. They should make this an actual charge. That should be the charge, however they want to word it. However they want to word it. I'm not talking about
already worded
police report. I'm not. Hold on, sir. I'm not talking about falsifying police reports. I'm not talking about perjury. I'm saying something that can land you hard time for a false accusation, however they want to come up with it, however they want to word it, because that actually isn't landing people in prison. We already had several examples this year alone of people with the false accusations. They aren't in prison for none of that shit. So what are you talking about? There ain't no falsifying of police reports. There ain't no perjury. They ain't in prison for none of that shit. That's why I said, how many times do people land in prison for the falsifying of police reports? You didn't provide the information. Nobody did.
I said, let me Google it for you, and you kept talking.
And you didn't.
No, you said no.
Look that up.
When I said let me go, you said no, y'all didn't do that.
No, I didn't say no to that. I didn't say no to that. I said, go ahead and look it up. I've been told you that. I'm saying that's not what I was talking about. You started saying I moved the goalpost, and I said, no, you moved the goalpost first when you started talking about other stuff. I keep up. Can you?
Y'all not being nice to each other.
Y'all is crazy.
I don't give a fuck. Belt the ass. Belt the ass. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. You gonna come up here and lie? You want to do it? Y'all want to lie? Y'all want to cape? Any of that shit? I'm cooking. I don't give a fuck about none of it.
Just because your team lost, tell me. Talk to me.
I don't got. Hey, listen. I said it. I don't care about no team. I'm up here playing for myself. So that shit don't matter. That shit don't matter. And the scoreboard through the roof. The scoreboard way worse. The scoreboard way worse than the Pistons beat the Cavs. So I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about.
You're not being yourself. Are you hungry?
I was eating potato chips. I'm fine.
Can I read?
Maybe you're not being yourself.
Via Google, can I read what I found?
Why, like I always am.
As it pertains to this conversation, it says there is no nationwide database that tracks the exact number of people currently in jails, especially for falsifying police reports. However, general data from 2025 and 2026 suggests thousands are charged with various forms of false statements, obstruction of justice annually. That's what I found.
And how much hard time
perjury that I found? It says only a few hundred perjury cases per year at most.
What happens?
It says perjury a lot before it's rare.
Are y'all being nice to each other?
It's Slimmy.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I ain't being nice. Fuck that.
Why are you being mean to us?
Ain't nobody being mean. We having a discussion. Stop being so motherfucking soft.
I got
a conversation. I can't help it that y'all taking offense to what I'm saying.
Girls are emotional. We have to be soft.
See, now you gonna cross a barrier. I ain't being emotional.
I said
nobody out their name.
Emotional. Are you a girl or
well, you emotional? I'm cool. You be emotional.
That's why we're so soft. You said we're emotional.
I didn't say nothing about nobody being emotional. What are you talking about?
That females are emotional. You say that all the time, Slimmy.
Ladies, y'all gotta understand that Slimmy had a rough night on the basketball.
No, I didn't have no rough night. It didn't bother me no way. I was cool. I was chilling watching the game. Stop. Don't give them no excuses because they getting their ass beat and they up here lying and they getting cooked. That's all it is.
What people lying?
That's all it is.
Night, y'all. Y'all gotta relax.
No, I ain't have no rough night. These ladies having a rough night right now. They can't prove nothing. They can't come up with no facts. They getting their ass beat.
Damn, Slimmy.
Brittany just so happened to be on the right. Brittany just so happened to be on the right side of truth tonight, so she ain't getting her ass beat. These are just the facts.
This is not.
All you gotta do is state facts. All you gotta do is state facts.
You gotta be talking about them. You're not. Who you talking about?
Just because we don't agree with you, don't make it wrong.
No, you were wrong. You were wrong in the first conversation. 1,000%. 1,000% you were wrong.
Statistics and peer reviews, personally.
1,000% y'all was wrong. Y'all was sitting up here lying and caping for women, and that was that. You didn't have to. You could have told the truth. Could have just said women do lie about sex, but y'all chose not to.
Nobody said they didn't, though.
My goddamn microwave is in Portuguese.
The numbers are in Portuguese.
Well, we could hear it still.
The buttons is in goddamn Portuguese.
The numbers?
It sounds close.
It sounds like the numbers in Portuguese. What
it says popcorn in Spanish.
Boy, you don't even got a real name. You got some letters and some numbers. We don't give a fuck what you saying.
Some letters and some
about
numbers.
Somebody being right. Shut your bitch ass up.
Slimmy.
I mean, Slimmy might be angry, but at the same time, without
I ain't angry. I'm cool.
I can only
without
cool.
Slimmy.
Y'all listen. Y'all can make up excuses for y'all getting your ass beat for whatever reason.
Excuses.
You
losing.
All you had to do. You chose to take the stance that you chose on these topics. I didn't have nothing to do
feel
with
where Meg Thee Stallion was coming from.
I didn't. I hope you don't ever feel where Meg Thee Stallion is coming from, because a man is in prison. You want to talk about false accusations? We could get down that road.
I'm not talking about that.
I don't think you really want to. I don't think you want to ever feel like Meg Thee Stallion.
He was losing. I mean,
I don't think you should ever be. I don't think you should ever compare yourself to her.
No, I can kind of empathize a little bit.
I don't think you should. Why? She's a liar. She lied on the stand about you're not gonna get into that. Don't ever empathize with a liar. Don't compare yourself to a liar. Just stay away from that kind of shit. She's a poor example of what a woman should even think about.
I believe in my heart that she lied about that song.
I'm starting to actually.
It's all type of desperation, Smokey. It's all type of desperation up here.
I'm actually starting to like Meg Thee Stallion a little bit.
I'm gone.
I'm starting to get. I'm getting it a little bit.
I am. I'm starting to like Meg a little bit, bro.
Okay, but does that mean she wasn't a liar?
Yeah, they all lie.
Saying you they only, but you okay. I was about to wrap you out the method man real quick.
Hey Mots, only a cuck of a man would think I'm losing to these women tonight. Only a cuck like you would believe that these women. Hold on, don't save this. Don't save this peon. Only a cuck would think a man that's telling women the truth is losing. And you was wrong with the world. You literally was wrong with the world. Sucker ass men like you make rules to favor women. You a bitch. You a bitch.
That does not make you a B word.
You a bitch. It actually does. You don't have no leg to stand on. You will let your woman run you into the ground. You gonna say, put that woman first, and end up looking just like Jaheim. Dreads start back here. That
could be drugs.
Put that woman first. Go ahead. Put that woman first.
Heard what Jaheim said.
Go ahead. Put that woman first. You gonna learn.
Put that woman first. You will not be so angry.
Oh no, yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. You're gonna be stressed the fuck out with boxolitis, hoping that she sleep with your sorry ass again. I'm telling you, women don't like no pushovers. And you giving that. That's what they like to say, giving. That's what you giving, bro. Stupid ass nigga.
Oh my God.
Protectors are not pushovers. It's a difference.
I'm really just using this man
You
as
don't
an
have
example
to hate
of what's wrong with the world and why the world is the way it is. I'm just literally using him as an example to speak to because of the mentality that he has. That's the problem with men. Men will allow women to get away with a lot because they have a vagina. That's the problem. That's it. That's the simple it's a simple solution. Stand your ground. That's it. Don't succumb to the tricks of women because you don't end up in the situation that Stefon Diggs was in with somebody giving him a false accusation because he didn't want to give her some money. You don't end up in those situations because you succumb to vagina. No, stand on your 10 toes. Don't take this shit. Don't fall for no tricks. Don't fall for no smiles. Them side-eyeing you. Yeah, like that. Like she just leaning back. Don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for the one up top with the tattoos across the clavicle, right by the clavicles. Don't fall for none of that shit. Don't fall for it.
Fuck what Slimmy
This is what they
about.
do. No, stop. Definitely don't take no advice from Anton because he don't live the same life you do. He don't. They running up to this thing because he got that blue tag. They running up. They stopping. They're stopping his vehicle. They stopping his vehicle. Damn near causing a collision. You can't take his advice.
Fuck what
you can't take his advice.
Anton has the
Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. Don't fall for it.
Tell Slimmy what I got, Molly.
You got the
Don't
results.
fall for it.
Just saying.
Fuck what Slimmy talking about. We trying.
What's the point? What's the point of having a nice car if it's not going to attract the ladies?
Talk to him.
We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about that, and that's exactly what I'm saying. That's the opposite of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about don't fall victim to the vagina. The situation that you're speaking on is a woman falling victim to the man. It's two totally different things.
Men should be acknowledged for their hard work. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely. Don't let your hard work be overshadowed by a situation that and let a woman in and ruin your situation. That's what I'm saying.
Slimmy, there is no losers when we all are in a symbiotic relationship. We are interconnected with one another, like Avatar.
No. We're talking about something that really.
No, I'm not, Slimmy. We are all interconnected with each other, bro.
No. Don't fall for this shit.
Hold on, wait. Here's the thing, Slimmy. We can't be too harsh on them because we love the women.
No. I'm not saying
we don't want to hold them to accountable. Let them.
Oh no. Now you gone. You too far gone. You gone now.
I'm not too far gone.
You gone now. We don't want to hold them to account. What? You want them to run free and wild?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That means they for the streets.
So,
yeah,
I don't think y'all for the streets. I think y'all are for.
You can't.
You're for the car.
Right now. You can't trust Anton right now, man. He in a different space.
You're for
literally
the car.
And figuratively.
Get the fuck off the streets. Come get in the car.
About. No. Hey, I can't say no to that. That's cool. But for the average guy, don't fall succumb to the vagina.
No, that's not true. We want to party with y'all. We're not trying to run y'all off.
No, I ain't saying nothing about run nobody off. You could party with them. I said don't fall succumb to it. Don't be a victim to the vagina, man.
Well, what else are we gonna fall to?
You can't fall succumb. Don't succumb to the vagina. Don't do it. Don't fall victim to it, man.
We all got a weakness. We all have a weakness, Slimmy. I'm not saying that the weakness is vagina.
Conspiracy theory. Ain't no conspiracy theories and men falling victim to vagina, dog.
It's not a victim. You can't be a victim in vagina.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. We just literally talked about it. That's what Stefon Diggs is, a victim of vagina.
Man, we just got.
He let that woman into the house, live with him. Supposed to be a cook, gave her a position that she didn't deserve because she cooking hot dogs on the grill. What?
Listen, I agree with that. Like, I'm not saying that women should be able to falsely accuse us or some dumb shit like that. But what I am saying is, nigga, we always gonna fall victim to the box.
My arms are the same length. What the fuck is
you talking about? Way to the game go, bro.
These niggas is weird.
It's the game, so I mean that's the way it is.
Me, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
Game 7. Game 7. Box wins.
Wait, what, nigga? What? Oh no, dog. Super chats. Hell no. Fuck this. Game 7 box wins? No way. Oh no. Oh no. Jesus.
Oh,
7.
Nigga, I want to die in box, nigga. What other way is there to go? Huh? What else are we gonna do? Play video games?
Ain't that one that missed his dad? Died in some box. He died on top of me. She is looking all sad.
Oh man. You know what I said one time, Slimmy? I'm gonna tell you what I said one time, bro.
Man, this is gonna be bad.
It's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be bad. I promise you it's not gonna be bad.
I would die for you.
I want to fall asleep in it. Like, I just like falling asleep in that shit, bro.
Sheesh. I want to do that.
What, falling asleep in it?
Nah, that's problematic.
How?
Because I gotta get the extraction first.
And then you fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't want to be in there though. That's too problematic. Way too.
I think
I can leave.
Anyways, see, niggas understand. They get it. You feel that? You get it. You get it. I just want to be symbiotic, one with the box. PD Pure says 80 takes Slimmy on Fresh and Fit after hours. Slimmy getting the win on this issue. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, PD Pure. Hey, I might just be trolling. You never know. Captain Negro Man says, F what y'all talking about. I'm trying to get in that room with Sanchez and Kim and I. Where y'all at? I'm trying to pull up. I'll bring Yak and a PS5. What?
What the PS5 gonna do?
A PS5 is insane.
So we're in Houston, but we like food.
It said PS5.
That nigga that definitely ain't bringing the right ingredients.
That nigga said I'm bringing a PS5.
You only had to say one thing that you had to bring. You failed at that. You should have known.
Captain Negro Man says, hey, Slimmy, I'm late, but go Pistons. I like that.
Yeah, I gave you the finger earlier for that shit.
Morpheus HD says, the woman lying about abuse. No way. Shocking.
Right.
My dog, Yin. I'm going to call him Yin. Yin Saint Simonis. Stefon Diggs only won because she wasn't smart, not because of merit. That's concerning and not being considered. A man with money is prey under these laws. Yeah, I do think that the laws is crazy. I don't know how you can change them. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, you got to take your chances. Callie Mike says, how can you sit there and try and justify a lie even when you know she lied is crazy? Women have to be held accountable for something. They got to be held accountable for something. That's what he said. Callie Mike says, Slimmy cooking with peanut oil tonight. Comment says, Slimmy going for 60 tonight. Y'all shouldn't
85. 85.
Y'all should
the real
Slimmy is about to have you niggas single. All right.
No, I'm not.
Room for single, Slimmy.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Kai says, acknowledgement to women frustrated by this verdict. When wealth and influence seem to sway. When wealth and influence seem to sway outcomes, it's hard not to question fairness. Your concerns about accountability should be taken seriously, ladies. Shout out to my dog, Kais.
This nigga just
a real conversation. Shout out to the real conversation. Jollifa's base says there should be a false accusers list. Yin says she submitted false text messages that led to an arrest. She needs charges on just that alone. PD Pure says this is sad. Brittany and Slimmy is right. Nobody is thinking about the charities. This has a bigger effect. There's people who depend on this help. Kais, my dog, says you shouldn't be punished for believing you were harmed. Even if a jury reaches a disagreement, your experience and perspective deserves to be heard and treated with respect. Decenter, man. Jay Dreamer says morally Stefon downfall was decided when he slept with Cardi when she was married. Lost SB. What is lost SB? Oh, the Super Bowl. Lost the Super Bowl. Job with the Pets. Cardi B in the court. Pride comes before the fall. Tell G says y'all gonna let Slimmy whoop y'all ass like that, Molly? More Than Mellow says fairness isn't a concern when correcting injustice. Jollifa's base says Slim wearing black Air Forces right now. I don't know it for a fact. I just know it's true. Ramsey says Slimmy don't fall for it. Anton is trolling you. He knows you'll respond just to ignore him. It's a room 9 Anton Daniels. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know what I got going on over here.
Nigga, you was trolling earlier.
University says right. Me University says Lambo Calrissian.
Lambo Calrissian. Like
Lambo Calrissian in the building. Daddy and the Caddy says Slimmy said he on his Ike Turner tip tonight.
No.
Guy says box always wins. Almighty box supreme. Worship the box from the cream to the squeeze. Megatron says Slimmy Amen in the house.
Slimmy Amin. Like Edie Amin.
Slimmy Amin. Legitimately, Cricket says, I want to do the Kevin Samuels in the box. Oh my God.
Come on, man.
James Horton says that Guru jinxed the Cavs. Yes,
absolutely.
That's how I already know that they're not gonna win. It ain't even.
Oh no, we gonna win. I just didn't want that nigga speaking on it because his takes are so terrible.
Megatron says power of the box is infinite.
Y'all niggas
infinite like Eminem's album. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
All I know what? Murder my mind state.
Before I go to my next thing, who the fuck told me that all of these Brazilian women is bad as fuck out here?
That's a thing.
What you saying they not?
They got fat asses too.
You might be in the wrong place.
Yeah.
What part of Brazil you in?
They have real like nice ones, not fat ones.
These hoes is overrated. I'm in Rio, nigga. Rio de Janeiro.
What?
Oh, you're in the worst part.
Copacabana.
You gotta go to the favelas.
Nigga, I'm not going to the hood. You go in the hood, nigga.
Yeah, wherever they shot whatchamacallit at City of God, don't go there. Stay far away. That shit
they are regular as fuck. I mean, just like anywhere else, you're gonna see a bad one here, and then you're gonna see a bad one there. But like, just they tried to sell this shit like, oh, all of them look like goddamn, you know. It's like, no, they big backs, little backs.
It's because everybody wants what they don't have. That's all.
Some of them get slow as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, they regular fucking people, like everywhere else.
Agreed.
So I mean, they just all they're an amalgamation of a bunch of different things. Like, they regular people.
But do you think if they hadn't told you that, if that hadn't been your expectation, that you might see more attractive people?
I have zero expectation because I'm not trying to holler at these hoes, right?
No, but I'm just saying, like, people say it and you think like, oh, people say the women in Brazil are beautiful. Then regardless of whether or not you're trying to holler at them, you still have an idea of what you're going to see.
I see better shit in the States than I see here.
No, what she's asking you is
I know she's saying did they fuck up my expectations? And I'm saying no, because I still didn't have no expectations. I see more fine shit in the States than I see here.
I don't know.
Somebody said Anton like dark-skinned women. Of course he's gonna like Brazil. You know, Brazil got the second biggest population of black people on the fucking planet Earth behind Africa. Like that, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it. Like, y'all just talking because y'all too busy listening to these passport niggas. Y'all don't fucking know your geography. You don't know your population. You don't know exactly what, you know, people's lineage is. You don't know none of that shit. So you just talking. You don't understand it. It's black people here just like everywhere else.
People don't know what they want to say.
I drove
more of them here than in the United States of America.
No, some people say Anton is colorist and he don't deal with the dark skins, and now he like dark skinned women. Don't nobody know what they want to say.
They got the second biggest black population outside of Africa. There's no place that has more black people than Brazil outside of Africa. So I don't know what the fuck they talking about. So, like I said, they regular. I mean, it ain't nothing bad, but they just regular. Everybody fucking regular, bro.
People are regular.
Yeah, they're regular. They just speak Portuguese. That's the main language here is Portuguese. But I'm learning. That's why I like actually going places and seeing it myself, because I get to understand the culture and I get to debunk a lot of the bullshit that we see talked about on the internet. And that ain't just traveling here, that's traveling all over the US and everything. Like, I get to see it for myself and learn and understand it outside of just the touristy areas and all of that shit, so that I can have a more effective conversation. It's poor as fuck here, bro. People poor.
Most places. I mean, most places are developing.
They've been developing for a long fucking time. All they did was develop a bunch of projects, more favelas.
Maybe, but in some cases, you could consider America third world. I mean, we may have more money, but we ain't got more morals or anything like that. We eating babies.
No, it ain't the same, Kimmy. We different. Our poor ain't they poor. Our poor is different.
No, I'm not saying like in terms of material things. That doesn't make up all of life.
Our poor is different. They poor. Being here and listening to these, and actually observing people and shit. it shows you how weak we are in the U.S. All of these sensitive ass men whining about the cost of living in the U.S. and shit, complaining about their opportunities, and I can't do this. Oh God, I can't get food stamps and shit. Ain't no food stamps here. Ain't no social services. Ain't no goddamn shelters. Ain't none of that shit. You just figure the fuck out.
Yeah, but you just said that they're poor. So, like, I mean, you can't say that we can't talk. Americans, men, any woman, anybody can't talk about the cost of living, because the cost of living is astronomical, especially compared to wages. So
it's not. It
is. If you look at like the increase in housing costs and food costs and childcare costs, all of that is rising exponentially in comparison to wages.
When we were growing up, it wasn't no childcare costs because you watched your own goddamn kids.
Okay, but now we can't afford to do that.
Hold on. We're artificially creating problems for ourselves and acting like we victims. If you go out and you get a fucking $1,000 car note, guess what? You got to pay that shit. If you go and you fucking take out a bunch of student loans, you got to pay your student loans. If you move to goddamn New York, you're going to have to pay an exorbitant amount of more money, plus you're going to get taxed more. But that's been since we was children. We always knew that it cost more.
What is everybody going to do? Move to Texas? Like, that's unrealistic.
How about stay home?
And do what?
Because when everybody from Detroit moved down to Atlanta and then they moved down to Houston, when everybody from Louisiana moved over to Houston, it raised the cost of living because y'all had more people than y'all were supposed to have.
So here's the thing. I do think that by and large, we live above our means, but at the same time, we cannot ignore the fact that everything else is rising way over the cost of our wages.
It's not, Tammy.
It actually is.
I told the people on the Millionaire Morning Show the other day, I went to Aldi. Milk was less than $2. Bread was nothing. Eggs, you can get a dozen of them bitches for like $2.69. Yo, what the fuck is we talking about? Niggas want steak. Niggas is going to Trader Joe's and Whole fucking Foods, and they door dashing every day, and they putting that shit on Afterpay and Klarna. Ramen noodles, you can still get them bitches for $3-4. You can go get ramen.
I don't know, Anton. Chicago is ridiculous. So,
and once upon a time, one man could afford a house for his 5 kids and his wife, and today he can't do that.
He couldn't do it when he was doing it. We was in the hood.
Did it. So
niggas wasn't, Kimmy. Niggas was not having 5 kids with a white picket fence. There was 5 kids bunked up in the projects. Shit never changed. It's the same. We was just poor.
It's not though.
The cost of living is way higher now.
Gas prices is $5 here.
Yeah,
all our property taxes increased so bad here to the point where people are trying to sell their property and get up out of here. Like
in the 80s, the average mortgage rate was 17%.
No, the dollar doesn't.
But you only made $3 an hour.
Wait. The dollar doesn't stretch as far as it used to anymore. That's just
only made $3 an hour, my nigga.
Yeah, but everything else was
everything was so it equates to this now. So if you only made $3 an hour then, if you only made $3 an hour then, $3 an hour then, even if let's say it's still equated to maybe $15 an hour now, you still wouldn't be able to stretch your money as much as you would have back then because the cost of living is so much higher.
The cost of living is based off of the fact that we finance everything now. Everything is listen.
That's not true.
Our lifestyle, y'all not putting in lifestyle.
We're not talking about lifestyle. We're talking about the actual cost. The cost of everything is just different now. It's way higher.
Listen to what I'm saying. Our parents and shit, they didn't travel. They didn't go places. They didn't finance shit. They didn't have $1,500 iPhones and $500 phone bills. They didn't have the same things that we have as a cost. I'm telling you, all of us got this shit. They didn't have this. They didn't have the same.
Everybody had a phone bill, Anton.
And while that's true,
one phone bill in the whole house, my nigga.
Housing costs more now.
It's still only one phone bill.
Everybody didn't have a goddamn iPhone. We didn't have Apple Pay. We wasn't scanning everything. We didn't have DoorDash. You had to go and buy groceries, nigga.
Lifestyle inflation is real, but baseline survival is more expensive.
Everybody didn't have a goddamn car. When you graduate, when you got to high school, you rode with your homeboy to school, or you caught the goddamn bus. Everybody didn't.
Okay, so I'm not.
It was a different lifestyle.
Whoa. I'm basing this. I can base this off my family, who I know they used to travel at least 2 or 3 times a year. They would go on vacations.
We did.
They would never be able to do that shit now.
We didn't.
They would never.
I went on.
They would never.
One time, nigga, and that was to
well,
go
I didn't.
back when I was a kid.
I didn't. So I'm talking. I'm basing this off somebody who lives substantially well. They would never be able to do that now, even with the jobs that they had. They were very successful in what they.
My nigga.
They traveling more now than ever.
No.
You go to the airport.
No. Listen, Anton,
people are traveling more.
A teacher is nowhere. A teacher's job is nowhere near as secure as it was in the 80s and the 90s, and they're not making enough to make ends meet.
They wasn't making a whole lot. Slimmy. Teachers, people that were teaching back then, they weren't living by themselves. They were married. Most of the time, it was somebody that was married, and they were teaching as a secondary income. That wasn't a primary income. Nowadays, we keep saying you got to make a minimum of this in order to have a livable wage. We never fucking considered fast food a livable wage. That shit was always a high school job.
So is your assertion that cost of living hasn't gone up?
Say what?
Is your assertion that the cost of living hasn't gone up, or is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, it's all inflationary. Mm-hmm. When you're making more money, you pay people more money, but more people than ever before are millionaires. There's 1,200 to 1,700 new millionaires every day in this goddamn country. There's people making hundreds of thousands of dollars, but instead of them keeping a lifestyle, they increase how they live. They gotta have a big car. They gotta go on vacation.
What about the middle class?
No. You're only using one example.
Let me land. We just did a show where motherfuckers was saying it's too expensive to date. We date differently. We live differently.
But
we got to go to the big restaurants. We do all of that shit. We didn't have to do none of that shit.
Okay, so
just
hold on.
Let me land, bro. Let me land.
Because y'all shame me. Y'all shame me for saying keep your costs low.
I sat out the whole conversation last segment. I sat out the whole goddamn conversation. I didn't say one word. Prom, niggas is taking helicopters to goddamn prom now.
Why are you doing
it's normal. No, think about this shit. Niggas ain't wearing Air Force Ones and Jordan and K. We wore K-Swiss. We wore Wallabies. We wore New Balance. We wore regular
normal people.
Man, can you shut the fuck up for 5 seconds so I can get my
I've been
point
shutting the fuck up the whole show.
Why do you have to insert yourself when you're going to have an opportunity to talk? Can I finish my point, bro?
Because you're lying. Just saying, you're lying.
How am I lying about us wearing regular fucking shoes?
Because you're talking about the extreme. Everyone doesn't do that. Like the normal people who don't buy that shit, like fucking a Honda Civic used to call fucking 10 racks out the door. Now it's 30 grand.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Niggas gotta buy cars.
Go ahead, Quentin. Get your shit off so I can finally talk, bro.
So you can finally talk is crazy.
Because you never just talk like a regular fucking person. You gotta cut a nigga off before you talk. Why don't you just talk like a regular person like everybody else?
Like everybody else.
So no, like him over there. Yes, nigga, I said everybody else.
I'm the different one. I'm the only one that this shit is crazy.
See, when you quiet, the nigga don't have nothing to say. He not gonna say nothing until you start talking. I guarantee you.
That's crazy.
Quiet,
I've been told y'all that.
When you're quiet, he's not going to say a word. It's gonna be mouse whisper quiet. When you start talking, that's when the nigga is gonna have to talk. Go ahead, Quinn. You got it. Floor is yours. I want to hear an original thought. Go ahead.
This is insane. You're wrong. If inflation went up, cost of living went up. That's it. End of story. You can bring up your Klarna and people buying Jordans all you want. That doesn't make you right.
Well, okay. I guess I'll speak now. So I've always been a proponent of people spending a lot more than we have to. I know that we are buying iPhones that we don't need and DoorDash and stuff and all of that. But, just this stat alone, and we're going to do Houston because this is where I live. Over the last 20 years, home prices in Houston rose 80 to 120%. Wages in Houston for that same time period went up 10 to 20%. The numbers are not lying to us. Life costs more than what we're making. And it just is what it is. We can't just stick our heads in the sand and have this elitist conversation and act like because we're not struggling, that people aren't struggling. Life is a struggle.
Even in hoods, like rent in hood area, like more like, you know what I'm saying, less nicer areas is like $1,200 and up. You can't even get a apartment in a roach infested type apartment nowadays for less than $1,200. At least not in that.
Hey.
And that is a lie. That's a lie.
I've heard too many stories.
My mortgages are going up. People, my property taxes went up almost $1,000. That's not a lie. Like,
no. It is a lie because I was on the Millionaire Morning Show, and and a lot of people that's in the chat right now seen it. I went city to city, and I pulled up exactly what the rent is, the minimum, and I started off from there. Most of those places that I pulled up, Southern Florida, Tennessee, Chicago, all of those places, they started off at $700. Every last one of them.
When you see that,
I was back in.
I pulled it up on the show. I did a live show
in Chicago.
It was a live show.
I haven't seen $700 since before the pandemic. Like,
wait.
Are
you saying? Wait. Hold on.
Did it like 2 months ago.
Wait, are you saying in an
I was talking about going down to Memphis and buying property. You can literally go down to Memphis right now and buy property for little.
Memphis, not Chicago.
You're talking about an impoverished area, though, right?
23, 22, $2,500 a month.
You're talking about an impoverished area, right?
Oklahoma.
But the thing is, if you live in Memphis, you're making little to nothing. So you're not just randomly buying property. Everybody's not just out here randomly like, oh, I've got an extra $5,000 a month to just go spend it on some property. People are literally living paycheck to paycheck and beyond, really. So if you got $20 to stretch you from paycheck to paycheck, you're doing good. You're not by yourself.
People that live in low income areas and getting assistance from the government, they get to live a lifestyle that other people don't get to live. But and rich people do too. But the middle class people are struggling. It is a struggle.
Middle class is going to be non-existent until
and it's by design.
Not going to exist.
Exactly, it's by design. They're trying to wipe out the middle class on purpose.
They're doing this because they want you to either be really rich or you're going to be really poor.
Cool. Y'all got it.
There's not going to be a middle ground.
It ain't really cool because shit. It's going to be a lot of people. Crime is going to go up because of that shit. Crime is definitely going to go up because of that.
Oh, it is inflation at the end of the day.
And poverty. So if the poverty line starts to get higher and higher and higher, and crime is pretty much based in the impoverished area, crime is going to get more and more prevalent. So I don't know if that's such a great idea.
That's what happens.
They don't care
that's
about
what happens when survival starts replacing stability.
The poor people.
No. They don't care about any people. They don't care about anybody. Yeah. Like, because if you're not super rich, then you're not with them. We talking about the middle class. The middle class still somewhat makes shit shake in a way. Well, they used to.
Who
Gonna
said
be
they ever
non-existent.
wanted a middle class? Like, I don't understand why people don't understand that part. Whoever said that they wanted a middle class?
They didn't.
Well,
They did not want a middle class, and they don't want a middle class. They feel like
the middle class are your
reason why
nurses, are your
it's so
teachers, are
much
your firefighters.
population
They're the
on the
reason why
planet.
they're the reason why things keep going. People keep talking about the middle class is still intact because it technically is, but it's not functioning the way it used to, and that's the problem.
It's not.
They
don't want a middle class.
From
exactly.
It doesn't matter if they
y'all
want it or
gotta
not.
know they don't want a middle class. It does not benefit them for there to be a middle class.
Yeah, because so pretty much what they're trying to do is wipe out small businesses also, because those are people who function on their own and they function outside the realms usually of, like, I guess you could say, certain tax brackets, because they do for themselves. They want to be able to control you. They want to be able to control how you live. So small businesses is the first thing they're trying to wipe out. That's why they showed you all, and this ain't no shit that I'm making up, because if you paid attention during the pandemic, what were the businesses that they wouldn't allow to work? Small businesses, people that worked in salons, barbershops, all that shit got wiped out. They kept those people from being in their shop sometimes. Some of those people had to find other ways to live. This is not anything I'm making up. They literally showed you this shit in a test, and they told you it was a pandemic, and it wasn't. And they told you to get a shot, and you didn't have to, but they forced you to. All this is by design. They're telling you what they're going to do later on down the road. I know you're going to say, oh, it's a conspiracy, but they showed you in plain sight. It ain't no conspiracy. It was the flat out facts.
I mean, that's true. That's
when
why
small businesses get squeezed out. When small businesses get squeezed out, that hurts more than just the owner. It kills local jobs, it reduces community mobility, and it pushes more people into dependence on large systems that don't have the same investment in neighborhoods. So this is why people keep bringing up the middle class.
That's the point.
Inflation
is on purpose. They have to inflate your money away. They have to. It's just a part of the game. Y'all are always going to complain about inflation because that's a part of the system until we get a completely different banking system and until it stops being debt based. Inflation is a part of it. The money is not backed by anything anymore. It's not backed by gold anymore. It's just monopoly money. So they have
just print it.
They have to raise the price on everything because
they keep printing
it's
money.
not going to have any value. They just printing it out of thin air.
They keep printing it without
I shouldn't be having to pay
people are begging for
rent
Spirit to get a bailout, which means higher inflation because they're going to be using our money to they're going to be printing more money basically to fund
part
it.
of the reason of some of this
about
inflation. Part of the reason
it's
of some of this inflation is when they kept a lot of those auto companies from failing. That the people paid for that. When the government bailed out some of the auto industry. That was what was
but
that
you
about
know
10,
what?
10, 15,
this is
12
how
years
stupid
ago?
People are. They'll pay for it, but they print the money out of thin air.
Yeah.
They're printing the money out of thin air, and then they're charging you for something that don't even have any meaning, and people are just going to keep doing it. And then they going to beg the government to bail out Spirit or whomever else.
Yeah, they can't do that.
So they can get on a flight, and then they're going to be complaining about the price of eggs and gas.
Yeah, they can't do that. They can't do it.
It's like pick a struggle. Y'all going to have to know inflation is a part of the game and learn the game, or just be crying about inflation and be living in debt your whole life. Lower your standard of living if you cannot afford it. It's that simple.
Definitely
Why do
lower
you
your
think these
cost of living.
businesses will lay people off? Because they're cutting their cost. Whenever businesses start laying off like crazy, I adjust my budget because I'm paying attention to the signs.
Right, but more than just a standard of living, your standard of living is food and housing. And those things are designed to price you out. So it's not even necessarily lower your cost of living, adjust your cost of living. You're literally being priced out on purpose. So
you're gonna have to adjust, create a new type of economy. You got to bring back the home economy. People might have to pull out of these big cities if they can't afford it. Create a more local economy. You're gonna have to shift or keep dealing with the fact that you can't afford nothing, and eventually you're gonna be on state aid.
You're gonna have to start living with family members, friends.
Yeah.
It's gonna be roommates,
Multi-generational homes.
Yeah, because
I mean, that's the whole point, to make people not own anything and be happy about it.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
So people better wake up and see the play. That's the point.
Yeah,
unless you can afford
ownership
it. If you can pay to play, but if you
the
can't,
next wave. No ownership is the next wave. They even PlayStation just literally put out a whole rollout of them saying you won't be able to own the games unless you play them a certain way. So there's some weird ass shit they got going on where you don't own nothing no more. They just slowly
everything
showing
digital.
you all this shit. Yeah, everything's gonna be digital. You're not gonna have nothing
you don't
physical.
utilize your game.
Anything you have, yeah, they started
You don't
that shit
own
with
your
this.
music. You're streaming.
They started that shit with this.
Wait.
They started it with streaming.
Yeah,
they started
That's
it
what
with
I'm
streaming.
saying. You don't own your music, you're streaming it. You don't own your music, you're streaming it. You're not going to be able to own your homes. You're going to rent. You're not going to own your cars. You're going to rent. They're already doing subscription services in cars. Oh, you want heated seats that came with your car? Yeah, pay for that.
That's bullshit.
We saw that with navigation.
It's gonna be a subscription now to use music.
With everything.
They're
It is a
literally like
subscription
going
to
up
use
on prices
music.
with everything, and then
That's
like
what
giving
Apple
us
Music is. That's
So that's
I'm talking about in
pay
your car.
$10.
I'm talking about in
You
newly purchased cars.
the X Sirius Radio.
Who?
That's a subscription.
No, I'm talking
Sirius
about literally.
Radio.
They're trying to. I know about that. I'm saying that they said something about the new cars now are going to require us to have our Bluetooth. Actually, we have to pay for I don't know, to get it to actually play music.
Everything.
Oh hell no! That's crazy.
They're installing kill switches
That's
in those
crazy.
cars. You better wake up and see what's going on.
That's crazy. If you
All these
get charged a
computer-based
subscription to
vehicles,
use
everything's
Bluetooth in
computer-based.
your own vehicle, man, give me a motherfucking
It's not your
Oldsmobile,
vehicle.
dog. Some
It wasn't your
old ass
vehicle.
shit that don't have no
Ride a
electronics
horse.
in it. I don't want none of that shit, dog. Fuck that.
Most people's phones are not their phones. They're paying a monthly fee to keep their phone, and it's attached to their bill. Most people don't buy their phone.
No, I own this bitch. Fuck that.
They like
I buy mine,
No,
but
fuck that.
a lot of people
I mean,
don't.
but
They just
think
trade
about
it
it.
in.
learned a
Some
hard
businesses
lesson.
Theirs.
Actually own. You don't even own your home. You can pay it off, but not pay your taxes and see what happens.
Yeah, and they'll take it.
because you don't own the land.
Yeah, it's fucked
Even
up.
if you buy the land, and I can tell you this from what I know, you buy the land, and they expecting taxes on that land.
Yeah, facts.
They expect taxes on the improvements.
Even after
That's
it's
how
paid
people
off.
go to foreclosure.
Like you pay a house off and you still paying like. Yeah.
That's
What
how
people
older
need to
people are
do
losing
is-
their homes in Inglewood.
And in Atlanta.
People need to find another source of income, and find a way, not just your job. Find you another source of income, and you're gonna have to run it up on the time you're not working. Because if you think you're gonna just survive off one job in this future we got, you got another thing coming. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, maybe they got a strip. Yeah, real truth. Maybe they gonna have to, some people gonna have to strip. Shit. Who knows? Some people gonna have to pick up a camera. There's plenty of things to record. It's plenty of things to do. Like you're gonna have to get another source of income though, man. Cause shit about to get worse. It's gonna really hit the fan.
Better start growing your food.
I was about to say, better become self-sufficient in some way.
Yeah, that too. They gonna fuck us up with the food no matter what though. They passing more and more. They passing more and more shit that they get all type of weird ass shit in the food. All the GMOs and all that weird ass shit. The shit that Bill Gates creating on these farms, all that shit is gonna get passed through. The CDC can't be trusted. What is it? The
World Economic Forum. None of them people.
It's a real. What's the food? The food.
The FDA.
FDA.
The FDA. Thank you. Yeah, Yeah, thank you. They're corrupt as fuck. They'll let anything pass for the right amount of money.
But you have to understand that it's all feeding into big pharma. Like it's one big circle.
Yeah, I tried to tell y'all that. But see, the thing is, the people who work in those industries, they're never gonna they're not gonna see anything wrong with it because that's how they make their living.
They're not gonna say anything wrong with it. Seeing and saying are not the same.
Some people don't see it either because they're so engulfed in that way of life. Everybody don't see the overwhelming
They see
truth.
it. Campbell CEO, McDonald's CEO. They know.
And most people don't think about them though. Most people, they still gonna take their kids to McDonald's for a Happy Meal.
Literally, lines be longer than a club. I'm like, y'all are still eating.
But it's by design. If you have everybody too busy to be at home cooking, feeling like they need to feed their kids something, they're gonna go and get in line for fast food because
I got a meal prep.
There's one on every corner.
They're doing the best they can.
And there's one literally on every corner. It's like there's a McDonald's.
It take nothing to boil sweet potato.
But I still think, yeah, the more you know, you should want to like do better. That's the problem. It's like, yeah, it is by design, but people aren't paying attention. Like, even though they're hearing this stuff, they're still not making changes. So I get being busy. I grew up my mom cooked, but I'm very picky. So I grew up wanting to eat fast food a lot. And even she was just like, no, like, I don't care. Like, that's not healthy for you. Granted, I would still eat it, but you know what I mean? Like, I just think that when you know better, you try to do a little bit better. And when you have kids in today's age, knowing all this stuff that we hear about with McDonald's and all this fake meat, and it's just like, really? Like, every day you're still feeding your kids McDonald's? Really? Like, I just think that's crazy. It's convenient, but convenience to me doesn't outweigh like the health factor of that.
Yeah, but sometimes it's also cheaper to buy fast food than
I don't think so, because from the prices that I've seen, McDonald's ain't that cheap no more. Like, them meals ain't as cheap as people are making them out to be. You can go to the store and buy some buns, and you know what I mean? If you really wanted to, get some beef. A lot of times people don't even look into their local butchers. A lot of the times the local butcher can be cheaper than the meat in the store.
If you really,
that's true.
If you really had the time to. Because like I'm about to buy some chickens, right? So for what, $80, I can buy 20 chickens and fill up my deep freezer for a year. But how many people are going to do that? How many people have the land and space to do that? You can't just put that in your backyard and keep it moving. Like your HOA gonna have a fit. So it's like people are doing what they can.
I think some people can do better. I don't think it's just simply doing what I get it. Some people are gonna have to fall to the wayside, but I think that a lot of people are not doing what they can. I don't believe that at all. I think people are lazy, and I think people can do better. They just don't want to. So to me, that's not doing what you can. That's you don't want to do anything. That's the problem.
I think people are programmed. People are programmed. We feel like just because we came up doing something that it doesn't make it wrong just because we did it the majority of our life. So when we talk about fast food, most of us on this panel, we lived in the prime age of fast food where, you know, that shit was just bustling. It was just something that you went to do. We didn't know all the information that all the shit we got now. You would think that people, all the information that's out there, once they made Supersize that movie, you would think that people would never touch fast food again. We got all the information in the world and we still going.
Like
this
cigarettes?
Is self-inflicted. This is oh my God, cigarettes. Like, man, they got so much information out there. I don't see why people smoke them. You lose your whole voice box. You lose. It's people that in the commercials. Motherfuckers ain't stopped. They ain't stopped smoking cigarettes, and they're not going to, because we're programmed. We still think in the way, like, we don't want to break away from what we've been doing. We want to still accept our reality, not make changes, and think everything around us is still gonna be okay. It don't work like that. That's why I'm saying people can't stay in that comfort zone of just going to work and that's it. You gotta pick up another form of income if you want to fucking survive, or you're gonna be toast. Just the way it is, man. Anton, why you shaking your head? You don't think people should pick up another form of income?
This is so stupid. This is so dumb, bro. This is so dumb.
It's so real life.
It's not, because I've seen people doing everything that y'all saying is contradictory to what we actually have been watching and witnessing, and y'all living in the moment of what social media is preaching instead of actually looking at the history of how we've operated. We just came out of what they nicknamed, the culture nicknamed it the bandemic. Niggas was overflowing with fucking money and they was out here spending it like never before. You could have bought a house. What? You could have bought a house in Detroit for $1,000, and the value of that fucking house is $250,000 now. I begged niggas to go and buy a fucking house for $1,000, and they said that they was too good for it. All of the white people came in, bought all of that shit up, fixed it up, didn't even spend a whole bunch of money to do it, and now the neighborhood is good again. I see opportunities. I see niggas overlooking, passing. They out here flying bitches out, having a good time. They said niggas is just arguing with me, telling me that Roof Chris ain't even nothing. That ain't even nothing, nigga. That ain't expensive. That ain't no shit. And then they gonna sit here and tell me about how the money is dried up. Pick one. Nigga, pick one. Either it's too expensive or Roof Chris is dog food to you. What the fuck is what? Like, niggas is capping. Because what I found is that people find money to do the things that they want to do. They find money to do the shit. And listen, bro, listen. I'm not going for this shit because I go over niggas' budgets during coaching calls. And when I get done with their budget in 6 months, they student loans be paid off, they cars be paid off, they credit cards be paid off, and it's because they lifestyle. I watch it, I witnessed it, I go over niggas' budgets on a regular basis, and people pick and choose what they want to spend their money on, and they make excuses when they make bad decisions. You knew that you shouldn't have took out $100,000 in student loans for a social work degree. You knew you wasn't gonna pay that shit back. No, man, listen, bro. We are gonna continue to make excuses for the decisions that we make on a regular basis, and we gonna justify it. We gonna say, well, I gotta have a car.
Let him finish though. Because he was kind of quiet when we was talking.
Y'all got it.
I was listening.
I watch it every day. I watch it every day.
What you're saying is not wrong.
Wait. I asked you. So people shouldn't get another form of income. I asked you that. I said, why are you shaking your head? People shouldn't get another form of income.
Because I'm listening to the entirety of the conversation, not just your one question. The entirety of the conversation is crazy to me. Because I'm listening to it and it sounds.
But you're still only using extreme examples, though.
I'm not using extreme examples. They were selling fucking houses for $1, and then it got up to $1,000. They were selling fucking property for $1, my nigga. The land bank was selling it for $1. I ain't crazy. I'm not crazy at all. I know what I seen. I seen niggas buying it. I bought some shit myself.
That's an extreme example.
Very much so. Obviously, everybody's lifestyle could be tweaked, right? We could all eat beans and rice every day and spend $20 a week on food, but who wants to do that? Can we do it?
That's a choice. You just made my point. You just said, who wants to do that? You don't.
Realistically,
Anton, you own a fucking second property in the goddamn woods off the grid.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
You ain't relatable.
No, but I'm not lost either. I understand that not everybody is where I am, and I'm not going to sit here and act like they are. I know that people are struggling.
This is just
because I can go out and spend all my money on crawfish doesn't mean that everybody else can, and I'm not going to lose that.
Y'all niggas is wild to me Quentin over there riding around in a jacked up fucking F-150, F-350. Y'all niggas out here living these.
I don't have that truck anymore. I traded in.
No. This nigga got one of the most expensive fucking hobbies that you can have as a man.
Who?
Y'all niggas is out here living these crazy lifestyles. I remember. Hold on, chat.
I live a practical lifestyle. I don't live on my means.
Chat.
I could talk this.
Chat. Do
y'all live on my means, dog?
Hold on, wait, chat. I want y'all to confirm this with me because I know what my memory say. Chat, do y'all not remember we was having a conversation and I was saying, hey, listen, this is the amount of money that you need, and y'all was like, y'all was on some bougie shit. Y'all was like, Molly, you remember? Come on. Y'all was on some bougie shit. Kimmy, all of y'all was on some bougie shit. Like everybody.
Don't say all of y'all.
No, hold on. Wait. Y'all was like, everybody ain't broke. Everybody ain't doing it. And I was like,
when have I ever said that?
Oh, shit.
Do I say that people live beyond their means? Absolutely.
Anton, you're not even making sense right now. What you talking about?
I'm not making sense.
No, you're saying all of y'all. Who are you talking about? And what are you talking about?
The nigga, the panel. We got the same panel. We don't rotate people out.
No, I need to know. I need to know what you're talking about. I need to know what you're talking about.
Everybody except for Brittany. Brittany wasn't here. That's it.
I was like,
everybody said what? Everybody agreed to what? Because I usually don't agree with
acting like everybody getting money. Ain't nobody broke out here. Like, and I was like,
no, you making stuff up.
I'm not making stuff. Oh my god,
I'm making stuff up.
Anton, I'm always the one who speaks for the.
I ain't never said no y'all niggas getting money.
Believe y'all
everybody getting money.
Wait,
Anton, you must be thinking about the wrong panel.
I'm not, nigga. I was on this panel.
I think you was on Monday or Wednesday. You did thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands.
Somebody in the chat. At least somebody in the chat remember.
No, go to the
remember what?
He ain't even said what we supposed to remember yet. This is Glaze. Get that Glaze off the screen.
Wait. You know I can't pull up the video because we had to remove some videos for whatever reason that we had to remove the videos. Know that.
But Anton,
I understand. Okay, I get that, but you still haven't explained. You haven't explained what scenario you talking about. That's all I'm asking you to explain. I don't know what scenario you're talking about. You haven't said anything. You just said nigga said that nobody was broke. I'm trying to figure out the scenario you're talking about.
I
literally don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, you don't, we was having a conversation about money, and I was saying, people's lifestyles is too extravagant. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. And the overwhelming sentiment on the panel was, nah, niggas ain't broke out here. You buy money, you spend money on the shit that you want. Kimmy was like, if I want to eat crawfish every day, I'm eating crawfish type shit or whatever seafood boils.
But I'm not.
And I was like, are y'all crazy?
Like everybody does that.
I must not have been here.
The only thing that I ever say is I'm blessed to have my bills on auto pay. I don't know what
I couldn't have been up here.
I wasn't here.
I couldn't have been up here, dog. No, I never was talking about that.
Why didn't you put the comment up there that said Kim speaks up for the poor? Because Kim is not lost. Do people live outside of their means? Absolutely. Has inflation gone up over wages? Absolutely. We're just gonna act like that didn't happen. I'm gonna do that. Everybody's not sitting up here making 6 figures a year. Matter of fact, overwhelmingly, we've talked about how men are only making what, 50, 55,000 a year. So now all of a sudden everybody's rich. That's not the case.
6 figures not even rich. That's the crazy part.
I don't remember this conversation.
You're not breeding babies, they taxing the
most
heck
people
out
are
of you.
making less than that, then how can we say that everybody's got money? That's not the case.
I'm getting
Do people spend money on what they want? Yeah. Are they neglecting a bill? Also, yes.
So much for keeping legs closed.
What?
I said I get taxed out my draws for not breeding children.
What?
So 6 figures down the drain.
It costs her more. They tax her more because she's single.
Thank you.
They tax her more because she's single.
Sorry, but we was just lost.
Yeah, just say it. Matter of factly, like all this analogies and.
Let me be me. Thank you.
I can't. I'm not ever trying to stop anyone from being themselves. I'm just. Never mind. You got it.
Again, it's elitist to sit and talk like the only problem that people are having is that they're overspending. Is that a large part of the problem? Absolutely. Is that the only problem? No, it is not. People are out here struggling and just trying to live regular, everyday lives. They should be able to date too. They should be able to eat something other than beans and rice. They should be able to have maybe a steak once a month.
Says who? Why do you deserve a steak? Why do you deserve a steak?
Why should you have to eat beans and rice every day?
Because you don't got enough money for nothing else.
I have compassion for people more than that. I just don't
deserve steak.
Relegated to the lowest part of life.
You got to live within your means.
Whatever that
you have to
is,
live within your means.
I agree. But also, your means should be able to afford more than just beans and rice if we're being realistic about it.
That's not realistic. Ain't nobody eating beans and rice.
No. Wait. So you can always people don't have to have beans and rice. You don't. That isn't the only thing you can make. Like you can have the extremely sodium filled noodles. That's $1.
Water. And so you go
add water.
Your health care.
Add water. Don't use the pack. Don't use the pack.
Eat the noodle with no seasoning.
You can use seasoned salt. Just salt them. Put some Worcestershire sauce on there. Anything.
And pay for it on the back end with your.
You don't use the pack. You use the pack.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying.
No,
whatever
I
it is
don't.
to add some kind of flavor. All I'm saying is,
about.
You don't know what Worcestershire sauce is?
No.
Worcestershire. However you would like to say it.
I don't know whatever form of the word you're talking about. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay.
I mean,
so Worcestershire sauce, you mostly use it. You mostly use it on like roast and stuff like that. And I believe you use Worcestershire to make au jus sauce. I think you use a lot of Worcestershire. I can't remember, but either way, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is to flavor the noodles, don't just use the pack. That's the whole point.
Ain't nobody trying to
because it's a lot of salt. It's a lot of salt in the pack. So I'm just saying you could just have the plain noodles, fix them up how you want. Some people like to make breaks out of them. Don't be that institutional, but
break.
I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. Like a lot of people use the noodles to make breaks. It's jail food.
A cookout?
Prison food. Prison food. Yeah. So like people, it's a bunch of like bullshit on the internet about making breaks. And they use a lot of noodles. It's sick, man. Like, well, anyway, I'm just saying you could use other means than just beans and rice.
Beans and rice was just an example. The point is, you should not have.
You should live in your means.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't. What I'm saying is life has surpassed our means. Is that not a fact?
You said what? Life has surpassed what?
Our means.
In what way?
Just a regular, average, everyday person working a normal, regular, average, everyday job is being inflated out of a lot of things.
I think most people are being inflated. Yeah, I agree with that.
Can that possibly
is at an all-time high?
You spend money, like say for instance, if we spend, this is just a random example. So let's say you go to a gas station to buy a bag of chips, right? Like nowadays they're like $3 for just a regular size bag of chips. You can go to a grocery store and get a bigger bag of chips for around the same cost, if not a little bit more. But because people keep buying them and we keep spending money on them, even though we might not need the bag of chips, they're going to keep increasing it. And they're not going to decrease the price because they're seeing that people are paying for it. So, and that can go for anything. So if people are out here spending money on things that we might not need, why would they decrease the price on things if we're still spending money on it?
There's a reason why I
Well,
say
then,
that you
well,
can't eat
the
just one
question you
bite.
got to ask yourself, are they ever going to decrease the price of anything?
No, they'll just shrink the size of the product.
They're not
Yeah.
trying to. Like, they're not.
And that's another thing. Who's not trying to do what?
No, I'm saying that's the whole point. They're literally trying to make it either rich or poor. So no, they're not going to decrease the price.
I guess it's time to be more resourceful at this point and try to learn how to adapt and finesse, because tax appeals, actually trying to eat whole foods to keep you full. Because at this point, if they're not going to change, then I guess we're going to have to change.
It's like
that's why I said
it's not fair.
You have to find another source of income. You got to. But I don't understand why Anton chose to speak after that and shake his head. Well, self-sufficient. Yeah, that might work. But I mean, we getting so far away from being self-sufficient. It's over with for that for most people.
Shout out to the military.
I see Kim with a little baby garden in her window, but like the majority of the world ain't they don't have a garden.
You gonna stop talking about my baby garden when I pull my tomatoes out of there.
I'm not shaming you for it. I'm just saying most people aren't thinking like that. Like self-sufficient would be
keep complaining
self-sufficient
about
is the way to go.
Prices and shortages in the stores. They'll just keep complaining. I don't know. You gotta come up with your own solutions. Complaining about inflation all day. I think Americans need to get over that, because
nothing's ever going to
decrease. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Nothing is ever
unless we get a new banking system.
It's probably gonna go up more, if anything. It definitely gonna keep increasing.
The most dangerous part is that crime is the opposite of that spectrum is going to start increasing as well. People are going to start, you know what I'm saying, killing people for resources at that point. It's going to be more not just you being self-sufficient, but you also protecting yourself too.
That's how you collapse a population. You need a civil war, and then you don't have to do any of the work. The people are going to do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's by design.
Really?
I mean, that's a war strategy causing a civil war. If you know anything about how a little bit about a war, civil war is always the best way. It's the most cost efficient.
Yeah.
You won't lose any soldiers hardly, because they're all doing it for you.
I told y'all about this months ago. Y'all fought me tooth and nail when I said all that shit that everybody was condoning. And I said, this is how you start with martial law. And then the next step, what's going to happen is you're going to have the military fighting against the regular people. I said this shit.
It's going to be the AI. It's not even going to be the military necessarily.
I ain't going to get to the AI yet. Not yet. That's going to affect the whole world. The whole world, especially when the Neuralink start really popping out, because they already got people talking about they got the Neuralink already, and they don't touch nothing. They just upload information in their mind, which is insane.
I wonder whose fault
if
is
you're
that.
Able to upload information into your mind in an instant. What?
I mean, I think really that's how before we became super dense humans, I think at some point that's how it was telepathy.
I was gonna
They're just
say
using
that
AI to do it, but we can do it on our own. It's not nothing you can't do.
Realistically, we have internal Wi-Fi that goes 8 to 10 feet out, but that's a whole.
It's just the bandwidth. That's the problem.
Oh, get a tinfoil hat because a dude has a Neuralink and he's talking about it online. Dumb bitch.
Listen,
Fuck you.
they have like Faraday hats.
You
They do.
like
They
y'all
make
niggas be
hats
so
you put
fucking
on.
stupid. All you
No,
gotta
because
do is go get on the
they have
internet.
mind reading
This nigga
technology.
literally
Though.
was the first person with the Neuralink, and he's literally talking about it online. How he don't use nothing. He can download information. You could go see this dude talk about it. But I need to wear a tinfoil hat. You dumb motherfucker. Just wake the fuck up and get on the internet and look up something besides Pornhub, bitch. Just do yourself a favor. Give yourself some fucking information so you don't look so stupid. I'm not making nothing up. This is something you can literally go look up on fucking Instagram. The dude not even talking. It ain't even hidden. Like, it's not hidden. Like, y'all sound so crazy when y'all say that these are conspiracy theories when people are literally telling you this is what they doing. And it's not like you don't know what Neuralink is. This ain't nothing new. Y'all niggas is fucking weird, man. I don't know if y'all delusional. If y'all want to stay in whatever realm you living in, that's not realistic. But yeah, technology is through the roof right now.
Wait till they go down the smart dust rabbit hole.
Jesus Christ. Y'all some weirdos, dog. I don't know I don't listen to Alex Jones, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm gonna wish y'all had a foil hat.
AI won't be okay. AI won't be replacing your cleaning company. Guess what though? I literally see
That's not true.
Fucking the Zambonis that clean the floor, they move on their own, dog. They're not real bad Zambonis that clean the ice, but they got Zambonis in all different places. They just run on their own. People don't even sit on them anymore. They don't even sit on them. They move by themselves.
Some robots building homes using the dirt in the
that's
area.
A small one. I'm talking about the ones that people used to sit on, the exact same ones people used to sit on. They don't sit on them anymore. All they did was put a new form of computer in that bitch, and they run on their own. So I don't understand how y'all don't see what's going on. Jobs are being taken. They already got McDonald's that don't have people working in them. They're all robots in them bitches.
Grocery stores.
They already exist. Grocery stores, hell yeah. Human, they labeled them humanless grocery stores.
Yeah, you just put everything in your cart, you check out through your cart, and just go.
Y'all really gotta wake the fuck up, dog. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm smart though, bitch ass nigga. I'm not even telling you nothing new. I'm not telling you nothing that's special. That's your problem. You think somebody's saying something that they think is astronomical. Nigga, this is basic information you could look up. They not rumors anymore. This shit that's really happening. You are fucking stupid. No, I'm not smart. You're just a dummy because you want to stay in the world the way it is and it don't function the same way no more. It's over with. It's over with. Yeah, if I'm AI and I'm another idiot, then you are too, bitch.
They better rewatch Inception. Did you read that article I sent you, Kimberly? Where that lady was predicting 2030? It's coming to pass. Well, she wasn't predicting it. She was just writing an article, but she was predicting it.
Oh, yeah, the medium one.
Yeah. She has no privacy and none of that. Her dreams, they'll be able to decode your dreams while you're sleeping. You'll have absolutely no privacy. So I'm gonna keep my foil hat on.
Y'all gotta turn y'all phones off when y'all getting them booty calls. You know who killed JFK. Don't ask me no dumb shit.
I'm getting gamer notifications. I'm being called.
All right.
Ain't no more topics, Anton?
Yeah, I got them, but it just changed.
Why y'all laughing?
Shouldn't have talked about inflation.
Cause y'all crazy, bro.
Anton, I'm gonna have to start looping you in on all the stuff
not
that
gonna
we
watch that shit.
put up and read. I know he's
You're
not.
not gonna watch that shit.
Watch the one with the ticks. Ugh.
Oh, that was gross.
Blech.
That made me feel some kind of way. These ticks and this Lyme disease that's coming. Not happy.
Didn't somebody? Aren't some people stuck on a boat right now because of some?
Yeah, that.
respiratory
Yeah.
disease that's going around. Absolutely.
Are they from America?
With cruises or something like that?
Yeah, some of them are.
Cruises.
It's Americans on there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
better
3
keep them where they
that
at.
died.
I like staying in the house, so hey.
I'm good on cruises. I can't do it. I have no interest.
I'll be there.
Molly told y'all about the Titanic on the last episode. Y'all weren't paying attention.
It just seems like it's
Kudos,
always
Molly.
something. It's always some like bad news, or they get stranded and can't nobody.
Yeah, but it's kind of
Now
like
these people is getting sick from like rodents on the ship. I cannot. I can't. I cannot.
But it's like
Too many
being
people.
it's like being on a plane, right? They only talk about the bad things. They don't talk about the thousands of flights that happen every day. They just talk about the one every 20 years that hit something. Like, so it's the same way with cruise ships. Like, there's so many of them that go out and nothing happens.
She
And then people been falling over. Oh.
Girl, they be getting pushed.
Falling over.
I'm afraid of large bodies of water.
Crazy.
So
People falling over.
Falling. I think they
Yeah, I
had
don't know if they
help.
getting pushed, but yes.
They had to help.
Wait, falling over what?
The cruise
Overboard on the cruises. Can't and bodies not being found.
Eaten by sharks.
Oh, it was ticks on the cruises?
No, two different conversations.
Oh, I missed y'all jump.
The ticks are in the grass.
I didn't know what y'all
being dropped off on the farms.
No, I was gone.
Well, I feel like everything is on fire around me, and I'm just like,
because it is.
Yeah.
But based on your frequency, either you're burning with it or you're watching it happen.
I ain't say ouch yet.
Don't spam the chat.
Vibrate high. See, that's why I'm growing my own stuff. See, they say ticks are at the farms. So I have my own chicken.
They're seeing them now. Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't know if I showed you that one. Oh, I had to send you this one. It was
No. That's like a horror movie.
It really is.
What's going on?
They unleashing ticks on us and coming out with vaccines for jabs for
Right, for the Lyme disease that they creating.
You can't eat meat or dairy.
Wait. I thought y'all weren't talking about the ticks. What just happened?
Conversations. You got to be with the mind of a woman. We're talking about the C's and the ticks.
What was the next topic?
Simultaneously.
Somebody said
I ain't gonna make it to the. I'm about to go to bed because
somebody
y'all
made a
bugging out.
TikTok and said our brains, like women do that, we'll go down a rabbit hole of conversations.
Next
we
topic
revert
was
back
Stephen A.
to
Smith, actually.
Oh.
We do that, Lex. We be all over the place.
Itchy and scratchy.
That's me.
Show.
But we'll remember everything and go back to the original.
Hey, well, Nola, I remember that shit. Itchy and scratchy.
Y'all want a next subject or not?
Let me go into bed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you might as well stay. Stephen A. Smith. You know, us women don't have much.
Yeah, y'all know.
All I have to say is he should have brought his lighting with him to that interview.
Y'all want another topic or no?
We here now.
We can't talk about Stephen A. He was wrong.
I was wrong. Mm-hmm. For what way?
Yeah, let's start it.
All right, I'm about to drop this new subject.
Yeah. Where you told your nephew Josh?
Yeah,
it's my dog. Where you told your nephew Josh that women do not want a man who is broke. We recently had our sweetheart Marlo Hampton on from Real Housewives of Atlanta on Funky Friday a few weeks ago, and she basically said, in order to date a woman as a man, you got to pay up.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to protect personal interests has been a strategy that not a lot of people necessarily know about Stephen Anthony. But the people want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Are you dating?
Of course I am.
Do you spend money on women to gain an advantage?
No.
Okay.
I spend money, A, because I have it. B, because, see, I'm trying to be, it's Funky Friday, but it's not fun. It's serious because my mother was the greatest woman I've ever known, God rest her soul.
Mm-hmm.
And she was never treated well by my father. My mother was deprived of a lot. And all she ever asked me for is that I would never treat a woman the same way. So the same mentality that I have with my daughters is the same mentality that I've always maintained with any woman. If they hungry, it's because I'm starving. So there's no such thing as me going out on a date with a woman and you paying, we going Dutch. Mm. There's no such thing as, you know, you in my life and you struggling, but I'm thriving. No, you gonna thrive or we gonna struggle together. That's how I roll because I literally see, I can still visualize the tears in my mother's eyes and the hardship that she endured. And I'm just not built like that. The mistake a woman would make, to use the example that you used with the girl that you mentioned, appreciation can never turn into expectation. With me, your days are numbered. Appreciation must never turn into expectations. It's mine to give, not yours to take. The minute you think you entitled, you ain't getting shit. Because you think you entitled. I don't like that. I want you to appreciate. You don't have to give what I give in terms of that level. Mm-hmm. But what you do have to do is show an appreciation that I'm extending myself to give more than I had to.
Is it difficult to date as Stephen A?
I wouldn't know. I don't worry about it.
What do you look for in a woman?
Intelligence, conversation. Well, let me scratch that. That's 2 and 3 on the list. Sex appeal starts. It starts there. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Yeah, it's just that. It's just the truth. We're not gonna sit here and lie. If I'm not attracted to you, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay? I like what I like, and you need to possess those qualities. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. It's just that simple. Sex appeal. Figure it out. So that conversation, intellect, and domesticated. Because you see, I say that. I'm seriously. Somebody needs to say that. We need to stop this shit. This assault against masculinity. It's gonna end with this. I don't care. I can cook for myself. I don't want to. I want you to cook.
Y'all want me to keep playing it?
I sold the whole 2 hours. I said I saw the whole 2 hours.
What are y'all thoughts on what he said?
I agree with him on that appreciation thing. If you don't appreciate it, you don't deserve it. Male, female, or whatever, you don't deserve it.
Sure. I think
I like everything that he said. Sorry, Brittany.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. I just think that's how he runs his dating life. I think there's more than one way to do stuff. I think what he said was right for him. If he wants to take care of the woman that he's with, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think it makes sense. There are some men that might feel like I'm not spending no money on a woman. That might work for them. But I think everything he said made sense for him.
I appreciate that he was honest and
What
that
does
he
that
made
mean? It makes sense for him.
Meaning that he explained why he does what he does and why he views it the way that he does. He said that he's seen his mother. He had like a whole backstory about like why he moves the way that he does with women and in dating. So I think it works for him, but you would have another man that would say, oh, I don't care. I'm not doing that. So that's what I mean by it working for him. His dating life works for him because that is how he moves. And I don't disagree with the way that he does.
Let me play a little bit more. Give me a second. Let me play a little bit more.
I'll pay for the food. I'll take you out. I'll take you out every week. Yeah. We're doing it. But damn it, listen, my sister Carmen, one of the greatest cooks ever. Rashawn could throw down, by the way. He can cook too, right? I'm not him. See, he don't mind. He'll tell the wife, I got you, baby. I got this. Let me cook the chicken. Hell no, that ain't Steven. No. Only thing I'm doing for myself is getting up for some cereal. That's it. I'm not cooking. I don't feel like it. If I have to do that, why do I need you?
But did that change anything?
I'm with it.
No.
It's if you got to cook your food, why am I here? If I got to change my tire, why are you here? Like,
if I gotta go to work, why are you here? Unless I want to. I understand.
I
should have went to sleep.
Why you want to go to sleep, Sonny?
Discussing this dumb shit.
What?
What?
This conversation actually on we had it on Thursday.
You saying what Stephen A saying is goofy?
That nigga tried to clean up because he knew he sounded like a trick at first, so he tried to clean that shit up.
What's wrong with what he said?
It was a cleanup job. He sounded like a trick at first, and then he cleaned it up.
What part was a tricking?
You heard what he said at the beginning. You heard what he said?
What
It sounded like he was using. It sounded like he was using escorts. When he first started talking, it sounded like he was using escorts. Play it again. Play the beginning. Play the beginning.
I also saw a clip, where you told your nephew Josh, it's my dog, where you told your nephew Josh that women do not want a man who is broke. We recently had our sweetheart Marlo Hampton on from Real Housewives of Atlanta on Funky Friday a few weeks ago, and she basically said, in order to date a woman as a man, you got to pay up. Mm-hmm. The ability to protect personal interests has been a strategy that not a lot of people necessarily know about Stephen Anthony. But the people want to know. Mm-hmm. Are you dating?
Of course I am.
Do you spend money on women to gain an advantage?
No.
Okay.
I spend money, A, because I have it. B, because, see, I'm trying to be, it's Funky Friday, but it's not fun. It's serious because my mother was the greatest woman I've ever known, God rest her soul.
Mm-hmm. So I don't understand where the tricking part is, Slimmy.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. Where's the tricking part? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm asking a question. I'm question.
You ain't hear what he said? I got money. I'll spend it if I want to. He's pretty much that sounds like tricking. It ain't tricking if you got it. What other way does that sound to you?
Am I off, y'all? Because I know Slimmy gonna keep looking at me like I'm crazy.
I understand why Slimmy said
7
what he
people.
said.
Everybody's got wrinkles in their face when you said that.
I mean, he's just because we all know that Slimmy doesn't agree with spending money on women, and he said he's spending money on women. So Slimmy's not gonna like.
Y'all got it.
He said he does not spend money to get an advantage. He spends money because he likes to spend money. That's just what he does. He makes a lot of money. He likes spending a lot of money. That's just his lifestyle. I'm trying to figure out where the tricking part is.
But he said, he's asking him about on women.
He said, do you spend money to get an advantage with women? He said, no.
He said, I will spend the money if I want to. He said, I'll spend the money because I got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. What else did he say?
What else do you spend your money on but the things that you want?
Man, y'all bugging.
He said his daddy was dusty and he don't want to treat any women the way he saw his mother treated. There's nothing wrong with that. He don't want to be dusty like his dusty daddy.
If we go out to a restaurant and I'm a millionaire, he make 20 million a year. I'm gonna pay for the food. If we go, like, I don't get it. So wait a minute. Are you saying that he should go Dutch or he should only spend $40 or something like that? Or is that what you're saying?
I never said that.
I'm asking you.
I never said that. So that ain't no need to ask me. I'm not saying I can't. He didn't say that.
I asked the question for clarification. I didn't say you said it.
I never said anything close to that. I said he said if it's tricking because he got it. I never said he should go Dutch. I never said none of that. I said he said it's tricking if he got it. I don't understand like what all this pushback is.
Because I'm trying to understand what the threshold is for tricking. If we go out and I pay for stuff, that's tricking.
This nigga said, I got money, so I'm gonna spend it on women.
That's not what he said.
That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. Cam asked him, he said, I got money, so I'm gonna spend it. He's talking about money on women.
Hold on.
Do you spend money on women to gain an advantage?
No.
Okay.
I spend money, A, because I have it. B, because I'm trying to be
What's there you go? That's not what he said. You misquoted him.
I didn't misquote him. He said, I spend money because I have it. He's talking about on women. What else would he be talking about? What else would he be talking about? That man
Probably not spending on no men.
Wait. Yeah, exactly. You know he's talking about spending it on women. Stop being obtuse.
That's the natural order of things.
Okay, cool.
What else you think?
I didn't hear tricking. I heard a man that it means to say he likes to provide.
Context. He said yes, and he said no, and then I spend it because I have it. He didn't say
he
it.
Said,
but we know he's not talking about.
He said he's not using it
for he probably does spend it on men. You don't know that. He buys his own boys food. Like, what you mean?
No, but we know that because it came directly behind the conversation of spending the money on a woman, that he's talking about spending money on women because he has it. He's not talking about I spend money on vacations because I have it. That he just not randomly choosing stuff. So we're just gonna act like we don't understand what Slimmy's saying.
Because
he is talking about women, but they don't automatically make it tricking.
Listen. The context could be different. There's a difference between spending, like, we don't know to what extent. We're taking a general statement and we're making it broad. So I'll give you an example. I can go and I could take somebody out, and then we can go to the Broadway show. And then we can go and get a hotel room. Guess what? Everything is going to be on me. I don't consider that tricking. I just consider that we going out and I'm covering all of that. And then there's another type of person that may take her shopping and buy her Chanel bags and pay for her car and pay for her apartment and all of that type of stuff. That's a different type of spending money on women. So without the additional context, we just can't say, oh no, he tricking, because spending money to have a good time when you out with a woman is not tricking.
But spending money on a woman in order to get her affection is tricking. And so it's a difference to me. It's a complete difference. And so we're
having two separate conversations here.
The missing part is the intent.
You already know I don't agree with the word simping, tricking, none of that. You know, spend your money on what you want to spend it on, but that's not what Slimmy's saying. And I think
know what Slimmy is saying. I'm saying that Slimmy is misquoting him because he's applying it in a way to where he don't even got the context. Stephen A just said first, he don't spend money on women to get an advantage. He says, I spend money because I have money. That could be literally anything.
But is it really? Like, he didn't just come out of the blue and just change the subject. Like, people don't generally do that.
Disingenuous. This is so disingenuous.
If we listen.
So because Cam made the point. I heard your interview.
If I'm about to go on vacation,
use the interview as an example.
And I say, yo, I'm about to go. I want you to come with me on vacation. Am I tricking? Because I pay for everything? Is that tricking?
Well, you were already going, but
I'm asking, is that tricking?
No, I don't think
I don't believe those words exist. They're not real.
See, y'all don't really want to have a conversation. Y'all just skirting around it and all this shit. So.
You don't.
I think it would be tricking if you said, if you were just simply trying to say, I want to take you on vacation because you like her. To me, that would be tricking. You're already going. So if you invite her, I don't think that would be a form of tricking to the term. People use the word and just throw it around. But technically, if I think of tricking, I would say if you just see a girl that you find attractive and you're like, I want to take you on a trip. That is more tricking than you saying, hey, I'm about to go to Brazil. You want to come with me? You know what I mean? I think it's different.
I don't even say that. If I had to come up with a definition, I would say it's spending your money on a woman that you know would not be dealing with you if you were not spending money on her.
So if that be the case, and he added the caveat before he added it and said, I don't spend money on women to get an advantage, then how is he tricking?
I didn't say that he was. Again, I don't agree with that. But I'm saying what Slimmy's saying is not. Slimmy's just saying what he's talking about is spending money on women. What you're saying is it's not tricking. These are two separate conversations.
I'm saying that we don't have the full context to make that assessment and just automatically say he tricking. We don't know that he buying a chick all of these bags. We don't even know if that's his girl and they in a relationship like that. We don't know the full context. So, but to automatically apply it because, and I understand Slimmy because my interpretation of how Slimmy communicates is that spending any money on a woman is tricking if it's more than a ice cream and cake. So he's gonna automatically apply that. I get it.
You can't have a real.
If Slimmy had a real conversation. If Slimmy had 100 million, Slimmy would not buy a chick a snow cone.
Yes, he would.
And I get it.
This is why I say you don't. No, Anton don't want to have a real conversation because he got to use extreme examples, and he has to lie, and he has to make up things. You ain't never heard me say I won't do anything for a woman. What you hear me say is keep your costs low. Stop conflating keep your costs low with not buying anything for a woman, not doing anything for a woman, not caring about a woman, not doing nothing, not just keeping a woman in this space where you're only fucking her. I don't do stuff like that.
And I tried to ask you a question.
Have a conversation.
I tried to ask
ideas. You want to come? I never mentioned anything about me on this panel about this topic, but you want to bring me into it, and then you want to make up stuff, and you want to make up stuff about previous conversations. Where
I tried to ask you a question, and you shut me down.
Your question is disingenuous.
Don't ever be a teacher because in class, they say there are no bad questions. So if I need clarification, you can't shut me down because I'm asking you a question and I don't know. Now you're embarrassing me and you're making me not want to stand up in front of the class again. You're making me not want to stand up in front of the class again.
I knew I should have went to bed.
No, you're making me not want to stand up in front of the class again. Because if I ask you a question,
I want to know. Slimmy he's abrasive.
I wasn't even saying nothing. And then you started talking about, oh, Slimmy, you know, if he doesn't buy an ice cream cone or a piece of cake, it's too much. I didn't say nothing like that. I didn't say anything. I had nothing to do with this conversation.
Keep your cost low. So if y'all go out,
no.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
I didn't say anything.
Let me ask you a
I
question.
didn't say anything about me in this conversation. All I said is to me, it sounds like he's tricking. It sounded like escorts.
Let me frame it. Let me frame it, big dog. Let me frame it. I'm the understudy. I'm 18, 19 years old. I'm coming to Uncle Slimmy. Hey, Unc. I got a question, Unc. Where did Kimmy go? All right. Hey, Unc, I got a question, man. I got this girl I'm trying to go out with. And you know, she said she wanted me to take her to a steakhouse, bro, because, you know, she just never been there before. And so she recommended it. You think I should go, Unc?
Wait until, you know, you fully sold that this woman is worth that time. Don't just take her out just because she ain't been there, because she could be lying about that. She could have already experienced that before.
But I really like her, Unc, so I can't take her to the store. I want to go to the steakhouse too, Unc.
Take yourself to the steakhouse then. You don't got to take her there.
I want to go
find out
myself.
more about this.
I'm looking for company.
Find out more about this girl. Find out more about this girl before you start spending that kind of money on her. What's different from you taking her out to the steakhouse and then learning her, and then taking her out to the steakhouse more when she means? But what about? It's more meaningful to you if you take her to the steakhouse and she means something to you.
I just want to get something to eat at the steakhouse, though.
Then go.
And then I want to have somebody with me. So you saying don't bring a girl unless she's meaningful?
What I'm saying is, what's the point of just taking her to the steakhouse just because she says she ain't never experienced that and you don't know her?
Because I ain't never experienced it either, and I want to go, but then she want to go, but I know it's a steakhouse, and I know how you feel about spending extra money on women.
Do what you want.
No, I'm saying, so you saying don't take her? So where should I take her then? Can you give me a suggestion in lieu of that?
You should take her where you feel comfortable with what your relationship with her. What? How well do you know her?
I just really started kicking it with her. I just started talking to her.
Where'd you meet her at?
Church. I met her at the bar.
You probably take her back to the bar then.
Go back to the same bar I met her at?
Yeah, probably should. See how she interact with the people at the bar. Watch her. See her interactions. And then you'll know if she's worth taking out to a steakhouse later on down the road.
All right, I got you. Now, you all right?
Ladies, y'all better go find them ballers.
Let's switch the role.
I guess she'll have to go to the Olympics for a red.
Hold on, wait. Switch the roles. All right, so ask me. Quentin.
What?
You 18, 19 years old. Ask me.
Mr. Daniels, sir, I met this woman. I met her.
All right.
I met her.
What she look like? Big back, little back? What?
She's probably a size 10.
I don't know what that means. She bad as fuck, or she just mid?
Size
10. She like 7.5, 7.5.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with her? She the hoes, or she you like her?
I like her a lot.
Okay. Is she the hoes though?
And I just got paid yesterday.
I'm sorry. Is she the hoes, or are you like? Because you could be liking the hoes.
I haven't had any yet, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. All right, little nigga. Tell me what's going on.
Where should I take her?
She ain't asked to go nowhere, did she?
Yeah, she wants me to take her on a date to see if she likes me.
Huh?
She wants me to take her out to see if she likes me.
Oh, well, then you ain't got to take her out, because if she got to see if she like you, then that means she don't like you. That means you fooled, my nigga.
She says she wants to look me in my eyes and talk to me in person to see if it's real.
Nah, forget it. Forget it, big dog. Because if she got to go out with you to figure out if she like you, then that means she don't like you, bro.
But she talks to me like 2 hours a day. She calls me on her lunch break, and she calls me on the way home and to work. So I think she really likes me.
But you told me that she said that she got to go out in order to figure out if she like you, though.
She does. She has to look
like
me in
you
my
got
eyes.
to take her at face value, big dog. She already told you the
She wants
truth.
to know if it's real. She wants to look me in my eye. I understand her sentiment. People can lie over the phone and via text. You have to look somebody in the eye to
Nah,
know.
she's not lying to you. She's telling you the truth, bro. Take her at face value.
But I like to eat steak, and I want to take her with me. What would you say?
Well, if you like to eat steak and you want to take her with you, go ahead, but don't have no expectations. Go without expectations. If you go in because that's what you want to do, then do it. But if you go in order to impress her, then don't do it, because she already told you that she don't know if she like you.
So if I take her on like 3 dates and like we're like 2 months in and she hasn't given me any box, do I take her on the 4th date?
You shouldn't. I just told you not to have no expectations. You shouldn't have no expectations. The less you care, the better it'll be. Because if you care too much, you're gonna look thirsty. So if you go on, just go, but don't go for her. Go for you.
So should I make her pay?
Nah, nigga. Whenever you take somebody else out, you never make nobody else pay. Never. Never. We don't go Dutch. We don't split. We don't do none of that shit. Either you're gonna take them out or you're not.
I went out to eat today and I paid for everybody. It was a good little family outing. We have the Bricktown Brewery. It was good. It was a good time.
Nice. See, Slimmy, I role played.
Pause.
What that mean?
You don't be liking to participate, bro. You don't be liking questions and shit, bro.
I literally just answered all the questions. What are you talking about? I did it before you did. And then you damn near said the same shit I was saying.
No, but you didn't answer my question that I asked you that first time, though.
No, because your question was disingenuous. You're going to take it all the way back to that.
It wasn't.
I was disingenuous. I don't even remember what it was now. You don't even remember what it was either.
I don't remember what was the question?
Yeah.
You just want me to remind you on what the question is you don't remember, nigga.
No, you don't remember what the question is either. What
you mean? Tell me I don't remember the question. It's my question.
You don't remember the question yourself.
Are you psychic?
No, I just know at this point in the conversation, you don't remember that question.
I do remember the question.
Okay, cool.
Bet.
What's the question? What was the question?
I'm not telling you.
You don't remember the question. You don't remember it anymore.
I remember the
don't
question.
Remember the question no more.
Yes, I do.
It was in regards
so what was
to
the question? I don't need to remember it. It doesn't matter if I remember it or not. What was the question?
No, because you should remember it.
Why should I remember your question?
Tricking if I just take a photo.
So you're going to give them the answer?
I don't need the answer. It's my question. I remember it.
You ain't remember that.
I do. You trying to trick me into telling you what the question is because you really want to know what the question was.
Oh, it don't matter to me. I just want to know if you remembered it.
Yes, I do. Yes,
no, I don't know. It's not going to change nothing if I remember the question or not. I'm just
you wouldn't
saying.
Ask me. You would have dropped it. You would have said, "Well, what's the question?"
No, I literally want to know. I just wanted to remember if you.
But I said that I did.
I don't think you do.
I
think you do.
I do.
Because we didn't got all the way past that.
That don't mean nothing. I remember the question.
All right.
I know it's killing you too. You want to know what it is.
Oh no, I ain't tripping on that.
Cap.
I don't even think Quentin said the right thing.
I didn't hear what Quentin said. Don't matter. I didn't hear what Quentin said. I stopped him.
I heard what he said, but I don't think that was the question.
I didn't hear what he said. I know what the question is. I don't need to know what he said.
Where the hell Kim go?
Probably her phone died or something.
No, she wasn't on the phone. That shit was like focusing. That shit was focus breathing. That was a camera.
You niggas in the chat, y'all need to get y'all money up and stop being fucking cheap, bro. Spend that shit.
Hey, man.
Spend that shit, nigga. You're going to have a great time, nigga. You're going to have a great experience. Spend that shit.
No, I got to go. I got 6 hours.
All right, son.
All right, y'all. Y'all be easy.
Right. Any other thoughts before I read Super Chats?
Spend that money, y'all.
Wow.
Y'all gonna spend it on each other? Like,
I don't understand.
Yeah, I had a dude buy my food last week. That's a thing.
Like, I've never ever had somebody pay for my stuff, and I was like, man, I'm glad he paid for my stuff. Like, I've never experienced that, but like, that don't make me feel like nothing. So
I'm not gonna care no more. I ain't gonna say nothing if you spend it. Thank you.
I'm about to change your life, Lex. I'm about to change your fucking life. Yeah.
You can't even get me outside.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You don't think I can get you outside? I know I can get you outside.
I'm playing Western music in my head.
I know. Listen. In 1 week, you would be a completely different person. 1 week. Change your whole fucking outlook on life.
I call Cap.
You want to? Nothing. All right, we'll find out. Watch.
Okay.
Don't do this.
You know me. I'm.
I know you. I know everything you do.
I'm just chill.
All right, bet. I got you. All right. Only Just Commentary says, not to compare, but far less bull rings and tattoos amongst Brazilian women in the U.S. Man, I don't give a fuck if you got bull rings or tattoos. That shit don't make no difference, bro. KL says, Anton, why don't you write a book on survival in the U.S. so we can learn from the master? I don't know why it's so difficult for y'all, but whatever. Anton is wrong and almost every stat proves it. Nigga, I ain't talking about stats. I'm talking about real life. Real life, nigga. I can give up every dollar that I got today and I will be straight, nigga. Straight. Daddy in the Caddy says, broke men deserve no sympathy. Get it how you live and stop crying. Retail ain't gonna cut it. Go pick up a trade, CDL, or STEM degree. Vin, you've been out here throwing that money like we a trick out here. Throwing out fun coupons. Okay. Anton, I got to ask you again at this juncture to show us everybody on the panel still excelling in intelligence. Yes or no, and why? Yes. It's the same answer. They absolutely are.
Thank you for your hundo.
Absolutely are. Lex about to be my new project. Lex about to be my new project.
Bang, bang.
Lex, have you ever been in love? That's one of the questions in the chat. It said, Lex, have you ever been in love? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Okay.
All right, bet. All right, thank you, Zen. Appreciate you, big dog. Super Chats Got Me Broke says they don't care about the middle class anymore because they already found the magic and it's AI. They don't need humans no more. They don't give a shit. Jolliffe is base says, Anton, you just bought a Lambo. Maybe said this. What do that got to do with anything? What does it have to do with anything? That's why I don't tell y'all niggas that I got nothing. That's why I be trying. That's why I don't say shit. I got some other shit that I ain't even told y'all about, and I ain't even gonna say nothing because y'all can't handle it. I can handle it. Y'all act like y'all acting brand new and shit, trying to treat me different. Nigga, I'm the same Anton. Just be thankful you've achieved a level in life that you can no longer relate. I relate better than you. I'm more connected with what's happening in the streets, the grocery stores, and what rent than y'all could ever be. Dirty Woman says one of my clients just attended an FDA conference where they approve for less ingredients having to be listed in the foods. Shout out to Dirty Woman. F. Jackson, it says, AD, you're right. We do accumulate more stuff today. When people get evicted here in NYC, you should see the stuff they own and can't afford. It'd be so dumb. Captain Negro Man says, all I'm hearing is excuses. Y'all don't have to buy the newest and latest thing. Folks seem to always find the money for what they want, but it's somehow too poor to buy what they need. That's a fact. Taylor May says, would MJ have been as great without Joe's abuse? Daddy and the Caddy says, if you want lower prices, we need to increase interest rates substantially. The overexpansion of credit and money printing equal inflation. No free lunch. JD Dreamer says, Lex, Uncle Sam does make it hard for singles to gain income, but I agree with Slimmy for once. You do need another side hustle, like a 1099 miscellaneous. Claim all your expenses to reduce your AGI. It's the AGI, the adjusted gross income, that gets taxed.
I'm a veteran. I mean,
I'm gonna tell y'all, Lex make a lot of money, but I'm not gonna say nothing about that. Lex make a lot of money. Only Just Commentary says we need more men like Stephen A. to be unapologetically men. If not, this country will die.
Mm-hmm.
Elmont says, Molly said, if I'm working, why you here? Daddy and the Caddy says, Slimmy pinching pennies instead of cheeks. I'm That Dude says, for all the things they're doing to the world, we need to counter it with natural things, and we as people need to be scientists and inventors again. Daddy and the Caddy says, Slim sneaks his dates to the free hotel breakfast. Y'all extra. Daddy and the Caddy says, Slim gets his girlfriend gifts from the food bank. D. Shannon, right views from a lefty, says, lust has always been a man's downfall, pursuing the flesh, but ignoring the spirits. Read the Bible, what God you pray to in the morning. Shout out to you, big dog. I appreciate y'all. Any final thoughts?
Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy, man. It's no point. It's the end of the world. Spend it. Go. Just ball out. Ball out. Be happy. And make her happy. That's it.
007 coming out. I'm definitely not coming outside. But y'all got it.
Yes, you are.
It's coming out at the end of May.
Yeah, you are. All right.
I love my life. Good night.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.